Hey everyone, before we start the episode, I do want to come on here and apologize, mostly to Kelly Stack. We don't have the visuals for the first segment of this episode. Unfortunately, I either lost the SD card or simply didn't press record. Fortunately, our producer Ben, he did press record on the audio. So we do have the audio, but we only have the visual for the second half of this episode when we bring on our guest. So gives us an excuse to bring on Kelly Stack again, and we'll all make sure that we press record. So I'm sorry, and let's hop into the episode. Is it 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1?
1, 2, 3. So just so you know, the reason we do this is so you can match up the sound with the video because it's easy to see when the clap happens.
It's so easy. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Where's the Flag? We are now on episode 7. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. So we are on episode
7.
Oh yeah. Anyways, our co-host here, Kelly Stack. We don't have Lauren today, so Kelly has.
There was an ugly fight about.
There's been a breakup.
Yeah. She's dead to us. Her and Jackson.
Gosh, dead to us this episode. Chill.
They're like, we're gonna go fishing in Flaming Gorge. They're like, okay.
Don't they
I'm
know
so jealous.
Football is life.
Yeah, she'll be missing out on I know she's missing out on a tournament this weekend too. So I know we mentioned in the episode or 2 episodes before we wanted Utah Flag League to we wanted that tournament to work out, and it's worked out. So we're playing it tomorrow.
For all of us who would
14.
be playing,
We got 14.
Lauren,
You know, that's pretty. That's all right for Utah for not being
progress.
that.
We'll take it.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
exactly. We'll
come
take
to
it.
Utah. We have 14 tournaments.
Wait until Utah Sting puts out their. We're gonna put tegether a tournament next year, and it's gonna be a banger. Just wait.
We'll
We're
have
bringing-
at least 5 teams.
Slowly but
Bring
surely.
all our friends.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so we've got Kelly Stack here with us. She plays for Utah Sting. She's also a Utah Sting board member. And she was recently at this WNFC Flag tournament because you also play with Utah Falcons.
Yes.
It's the tackle team here in
Right.
Utah. So, we're going to bring you on and you give your backstory, and then, we want to interview you about this, the tournament.
Let's talk WNFC Flag.
And then we'll have another special
and then,
guest.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Gosh. And then we'll bring on another special guest, Lluvia. She is a flag football player, and now she's a coach down in Mexico. She was just at Tochella. And so we wanted to get her insight on what Tochella looks like. We're kind of bummed we weren't able to make it. It's
a big tournament.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big tournament. I mean, you even saw some. She was saying that there was what, 6 U.S. teams there.
At least in the pro division.
Yeah. I for sure saw San Diego Blitz down there.
Yeah.
And saw some of their highlights, and then
Ashley Clam was down
Ashley
there, I
Clam was
think.
down there. She was coaching. Ava Wallace was down there. Anyways, we talk about that in the interview. So, let's circle back to Kelly Stack.
Long time caller, first time joiner. Long time listener, first time caller.
So you know how this works. So let's.
So first question: who is Kelly Stack?
Who is Kelly Stack? Let's
Who
talk
is she?
origin
Where is she
story
from?
of
What does
Kelly
she do? No,
How
but
many
for
of
reals,
your
what do you do?
parents went to West Point?
And how did that shape you?
Wait, let's really get into it.
I ask all our guests that question.
The hard-hitting questions.
Okay, Kelly. So what do you do? What do you?
I play flag football.
Uh-huh.
I wish full time, but sadly not.
I know, right?
By day, financial planner. By night, Utah Sting flag football player.
We all wish we could play full time.
The dream.
How'd you get into flag?
So I started playing after I graduated college, played intramural.
Whoa. We're starting way too far.
We're
We want to go
starting way
back.
too far
We need to go back. No, way back. We
Way
need to go
back.
Further
Flag
back.
football didn't.
We need to go further back. Where are
Further-
you from, Kelly?
How'd you get here to Utah? Okay. We're going back.
Going way back.
Rewind.
Okay.
Rewind.
Okay.
Grew up in the Southeast, military family, so moved all over the Southeast. Landed in Alabama for high school, came to Utah for college, and never left. University of Utah.
So you're mostly in Alabama, like even like through high school, through.
Last 3 years of high school were Alabama.
And then you came out to Utah.
Did you do any sports in high school or anything?
Yeah, so track, cross country, and basketball were my 3.
Which track events?
800.
800. Oh, you're a masochist.
I did the 400
Gross.
once. Never again. Never again.
800's worse. 800's still a sprint, isn't it?
No. 800, I feel like middle
I would
distance.
put 400
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then 800.
Yeah.
So, Laura, you're mistaken because you see 800's twice as far as 400.
But 400
Yeah,
is
but
the
like-
longest sprint ever. It's just the sprint that
Yeah,
never ends.
full time.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I've heard.
800
I've heard
middle distance.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not sprinting for a whole 400 meters. I don't know.
she could do 400 though. Like
I know.
we've been doing those
No
sprint
way.
workouts, and I'm just like, I don't think I'll ever catch up to her. She's
No,
a constant
no.
10 yards ahead of me every single
So we
time.
should, if that's the case, like have Lori start like 10 yards ahead of you, so you're still competing because you want to be competing against something.
Okay, have me
you know?
start 15 yards, and then it's competing.
No, it's great. I love
and
that
that's it's not just not just the sprints either. It's like the broad jumps, right? Like
Oh yeah.
I-
Well, this is Ben's workout. So
Oh my gosh.
Well, not mine. It's a amalgam of different influences.
Well,
which
kicks my butt.
influences?
So
Like wasn't it from where did you used to
so
train?
the jump stuff is kind of like my own. Like I kind of made that up.
Okay.
Because like I like box
Like the vertical,
jumps.
yeah, okay, the
I like
box
box
stuff.
jumps a lot, and I like varying. And not that I made this. Lots of people would do this, but like
Yeah.
I just think practicing jumping at different heights is important, and
Yeah.
then the whole like catching yourself and pushing yourself up, right? The sprint is actually something that like I pulled. There was this craze of those. They're like shoes that were like platforms on your toes. That means you were on your toes.
What?
Yeah, I can't remember what they were
Never
called.
heard
Like
of
they're
this.
like strength shoes or something like that. But like, and the funny thing is like, I really think the workout was what made it good. Because like a lot of people want to do sprint workouts and they want to like do something crazy or whatever, or do like crazy equipment or 20-mile-an-hour, what's it called? Treadmills and shit like that. And I really think like when it comes down to it, it's like you should be sprinting. And you should be sprinting against somebody else. And like, that's really, you know.
That's what I like about your workout. It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
You go and you run sprints and you practice jumping.
Or like the jumps, like even
Yeah.
the broad jump, she's like 2 yards ahead of me. So when
Yeah.
we like land, I'm just like, what
The-
the fuck, man?
compared to your legs.
The only
Like-
equipment I would say like that I would add if you know if we wanted to would be like a sled. I think sleds can be valuable, like a sled you pull,
Yeah.
because like most other stuff, like I just think it's worthless. It's really useless. Parachutes are fine, I think, but like I think treadmills are worthless. I
All
think.
right, we got to get on fundraising.
Yeah, they're not that
Sled.
expensive. It's only like $100. It's
For a
just
sled?
A sled?
for one of those that you pull, like the little ones.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not
Right.
that bad.
I thought there would be
It's
like
the weights
500
that are
bucks.
expensive. Like, because weight, like,
Oh, I'm thinking like a full sled in the gym.
no,
We're
not
talking.
like that. I'm
Okay.
talking about like there's one.
Yeah,
it's
just
probably
like a
this
little
big.
platform box thing that you can pull. Okay.
Yeah, and even then, I wouldn't do that a ton. I would do that here and there. But like
Yeah.
most of the time, like if you're trying to get faster, you should be sprinting.
Yeah.
Like, and I think
Well, we've
sprinting
been
against somebody.
sprinting.
Yeah.
I've been loving it. Okay, so where were we though?
Oh, so
my gosh.
high school Alabama,
Oh,
Yeah.
high
track
school,
star, basketball
track.
star.
What'd you do?
Soccer
What
star.
position? What position for basketball?
I'll be honest, the bench. Cross
Kelly,
country, track, my sports. Basketball, thanks for letting me practice.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So Kelly, how tall were you when you were a sophomore in high school?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I feel like I peaked in high school. Like I didn't get much taller after high school. I don't know if that's the norm, but I was probably 5'11"
When
in
you were a
high school.
sophomore?
Yeah.
At what age did you hit 5'11"?
God. Do people know that? Like this is what
I
age hit
remember
mine?
I hit 6'1" as a sophomore, And the only reason I remember that is because like I thought I was going to get taller, and then I never did.
Well, you were told too, because
Yeah.
it's like Garrett was what, like 6'5"?
My older brother's 6'4".
Or yeah, 6'4".
And so like when you
it's like-
compare me and his growth charts, like at that age I was taller than him. And so it's like, oh, like I'm going to be like 6'5", 6'6", and I never grew an inch after my sophomore year of high
So
school.
it's like imprinted in your memory.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
and we were
this
just-
is when I never got taller.
Yep.
we were just talking, like Lauren was like what, 5'5"?
Lauren was
until, like,
5'4" when she was a
5'4"
senior in high
until
school.
senior, and then she, I
How
mean,
tall is she now?
She's like 5'7",
5'7"?
5'8".
7.
so
Wow.
it's like usually you don't hear that. Like girls, like you kind of peak at what, middle
Like
school?
15. Like
yeah,
girls
or,
like
yeah,
stop growing at
freshman.
15.
Painfully tall and painfully skinny, even in middle school. So I'm certain that
Yeah.
I peaked
Yeah.
well before sophomore year.
So when did you get into golf then? You didn't golf in high school?
COVID, no.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was one
That
of those
recent?
COVID golfers. I feel like everyone was like, you can't do anything indoors, so we're going to go to a golf course and social distance. And
Well, dang.
Hit a golf
I
ball.
mean, because yeah,
Try to hit a
you
golf
can
ball.
you can freaking golf.
I
Holy
don't know,
crap!
man.
You can.
It's only taken me, what is it, 2025, 5 years to get like mediocre.
No, she's
So-
being humble.
We left off at school. You
Oh
came
yeah,
out to
right.
school
You
for
came
Utah.
out to
What
Utah.
brought you?
Why'd you come out to Utah? Alabama to Utah? Like what?
Yeah, so my parents retired from the Army in the summer after my senior year, and they came to Utah, and they said, come with us.
What brought them to Utah?
My dad got a job in Utah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he retired and he did
He
like
retired
private?
from the Army
Gotcha,
and went to
gotcha.
a civilian job. Yeah. And then they said, come to Utah, we'll pay for your school. And
Mm-hmm.
I said,
Okay.
application submitted. I'm going to University of Utah.
Did you
There you go.
consider anywhere else, or as soon as that
yeah,
was
I
on the
had a
table?
deposit down at Auburn.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
Like I was
dang.
going to Auburn, and then they were like, hear us out. Come to
Do you
Utah.
kind of regret it a little bit?
Well, it's funny because that was the year that Utah
Yep.
beat Bama, 09.
Uh-huh.
So all my
But-
friends that went to Bama, but what?
But like that was a fun year.
Yeah.
That would have been a fun 4 years to go to Auburn.
Right.
Because they, yeah, like they.
They went to the national
also-
title
I'll
twice.
be
Yeah,
honest, I
yeah,
didn't
they-
follow football until I
Oh,
started playing
really?
flag football. Like my family
Okay.
was not a football family. So
Really?
this whole football scene is very new to me.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so
only
like,
I
reason-
yeah,
couldn't
no.
tell you what happened the 4 years. That I
Well,
was
that's
there,
why he
but I
asked you,
moved
did you
there.
regret it? Because like around that time, that's when
Cam
they
Newton
went
was
one-
there.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
they went
yeah.
again. So like I had a friend who went to Auburn because you graduated in 2009, right?
Yeah, 09.
So I graduated in 2010. I had a friend who go there, and she went to 2 national title games because
Oh
she
my God.
won the lottery
That'd
2
be-
times.
Yeah.
That's
So,
amazing.
Yeah.
What a college experience.
But you got to experience Utah being Bama. That's
Right.
That's
No,
a lot
that-
of
that's
fun,
a good-
too.
that's-
that
that's
was
a
the
good year.
That was the year before that was 08, I think, that Utah beat Bama.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. I didn't know football back then.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty
can't- I
sure
can't
that was the
remember.
year before.
It was
I beat
08 or
Utah.
09. I can't remember either.
It was, yeah.
I remember
Tostitos
watching
Bowl?
that game. That
I
was
know because the banner has been up at the University of Utah Stadium for like 15 years now. Tostitos Bowl champions. 08, 09, whatever it was.
I still remember that game very vividly because, like, in my opinion, that was like one of the best games like I ever watched from
Really?
Utah. Like, it was just like they just like we were talking about execution. I can't remember an hour earlier, but like they just executed everywhere. Like,
Wow.
even though Alabama almost certainly had a more talented roster,
For sure.
and obviously had very good coaches, but like their Utah's team just executed up and defense, offense. Like, it was so meticulous. Everything just like worked really well. And like, I just remember thinking like, wow, like this is like, when I think of like what I want a team to look like if I'm playing football, like that's what I want to
like
look
the
like.
dream
Just
game,
confidence and just like doing every little thing right, you know? And even when things didn't go right, like recovering really quickly, you
Yeah.
know, makes me want to watch it again. I just remember just loving that game.
Yeah. Okay. Again, so you went to University of Utah,
University of Utah.
and then that's when you
Q
started.
flag football.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
So after I graduated University of Utah, a bunch of my college friends, we played Beehive.
Okay.
Yeah, Beehive. That was
Beehive.
probably like 2013, 2014.
Which
Right,
friends
so-
are they? Do we know these
No,
guys?
you do not know
Oh,
these
really?
friends. These are this is my second life, my
Uh-huh.
secret life. outside
Ooh.
of football. Our team name
Woman
was
of
Post-Grad
mystery.
Polygamous. PGP.
Ah.
Shout
That's
out PGP.
freaking amazing.
It was great. It was so fun. I was so bad at football, but it was so much
Yeah.
fun. We
So
just
beehives. What's
Yes.
beehives?
Beehive.
For those.
Yes.
So explain.
So we all played Beehive. So Beehive is like what 8v8 flag football, like
Co-ed.
It's
Co-ed,
It's co-ed.
yeah.
It's a
hour-long games.
league up north. right?
Salt Lake. Yep.
Yeah,
Salt
yeah.
Lake City.
Salt Lake.
Yes.
And then they've been going on for what, like 10
I
years
think
now?
I think like 15 years.
15 years.
13, 15 years. I think the year we played might have been one of their first years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
like Ben
crazy.
and I, we started what, like 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah.
A year ago. So yeah, to hear
Right.
that like this has been going on for
It's
the last,
amazing.
I mean, more than a decade.
And
at
to
least.
think I never would have found, like, so many people would have never found flag football without Beehive. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
shout out to Beehive. Thank you for getting us all into flag
Well,
football.
it's like, I want to say it's like 90% of our girls have come from
yeah,
Beehive.
Yeah.
totally. Nat, who else?
I think it's easier to say who hasn't. It's like, I
Right.
think it's
Yeah,
Cam,
exactly. Who
Morgan,
hasn't?
Yeah.
Cam, Morgan, Katie, I guess technically Gina, because she was from the
She
Falcons.
came from the Falcons, yeah.
But yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
more recent girls.
Maddie
maybe
didn't come from
all
Beehive.
the OGs,
But Maddie, I'd say.
except Maddie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't technically come from Beehive,
No,
though.
we came
No.
from Utah Flag League.
Yeah.
Right.
You weren't there that first day we played, right?
I was there.
Oh, were you?
Wait, you were there?
You
I was
were?
like, oh my God.
Have we talked about this?
Yes, she was. Wait.
you all,
Okay,
yeah.
tell us your
Yeah.
point of view
Okay.
on like that whole game because
So we show up and we're just there to like. Okay, so I think our intention.
Crimson Wave when you were
Crimson
on the
Wave.
Crimson Wave.
I'm sorry for not
Crimson
remembering. Honestly, the only person I remember being there was Nana.
Yeah,
That's it.
Nana, because I
Really?
remember she rushed me,
Well, she's
and
a very
then
memorable player.
well,
Yeah.
Well, it's 'cause she
like,
was
I just-
rushing- she was
yeah,
rushing
she was,
Lori.
she was rushing
Oh,
me. So
oh.
it's just like yeah, like I no, honestly, it was fine. It was yeah.
Okay, but we went
yeah,
into
okay.
this game with the intention of this league. This is where like our coach isn't going to come coach us. Like we're going to get better. We're going to play men. It's going to be hard.
So it's
but
for more
we're-
reps. You
it's
guys
reps.
just need
We
more
want the
reps because
We
there's
want to get better.
no girls,
Yeah.
or women's flag football in
Right.
there's no league
There's no
in,
other
in
options.
Utah. Yeah,
right.
so
it's
you-
Beehive, which is very casual. And
It's
then
a beer
this was a
league.
way to stretch ourselves. But
Right.
we're like, we're just in it for the reps. Mm-hmm. And I think I wasn't here for this conversation, but I think someone talked to you two and said, hey, we're just here like for the reps. Like,
Yeah.
and then you're like, well, great. I'm quarterbacking. This will
Yeah.
be perfect.
It was Zay. It was Zay that came and he was
Right.
kind of helping coach Crimson Wave.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Zay that came over and was like, "Hey, we have an all girls team. They just want
Yes.
reps." Like he wasn't asking like, "Hey, play or like be easy on us." Just like let you know, like, "Hey, we understand this is a men's league, but we have an all girls team
Our
playing."
girls are trying to get better.
Yes,
your girls
exactly.
Trying to get better.
Well,
This
and
is
that's why
great.
I was telling, I was like, this is perfect because we originally signed up for co-ed. And I thought we were going to play co-ed, and then
There
come to
was no
find,
co-ed.
no, there
Yeah,
was no
it's all
co-ed.
men.
So it's just like our team. It was myself and then my sister-in-law. That was the only other girl.
Yeah.
And so I thought we were going to play against other girls. But yeah, come to find out, I think it was just a couple weeks before we're like, yeah, no co-ed. You're going
Men
to be playing against
rushing,
guys.
good
So I was like,
luck.
yeah, well, and once we found that out, Ben was just like, okay, we got to train you to like release the ball within
Right.
like 2 seconds because guys coming
You're
at
not
you that
going to
fast.
have
Like
the
I
time.
can't, and I'm sorry, like I'm not going to outrun,
Right.
a guy rushing me. So it's just like Ben,
Catch,
yeah,
release.
exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry. I
No,
just,
no.
Yeah.
And so then I see you playing. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like
Yeah.
this rad girl quarterback. This is so fun. And then next thing we know, it's a really close game, and we're just like throwing guys in. Like, okay,
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're
Well,
in this to
I
win
Bro,
it.
I was so pissed at Zay. At some point when I threw you a corner
Yeah.
and you got the touchdown and look over at Zay and I'm just like, where are all of your girls right now? I thought
Yeah.
this was supposed to, like, your girls were supposed to get the reps, and it's just like he started bringing in like guys here and there. I broke my finger
Well, and
because
I think
of
I
like,
got hurt too because I didn't play the second half. I don't think.
well, you were also trying to tame a certain
No.
personality.
That's not why that happened. I think
Oh,
I
I
played.
thought you were-
Remember, I was dealing with my hamstring thing, so I think I played the first half because I remember you throwing a touchdown to me, and that's like, because I think they were up the whole game, and then you threw that touchdown, and I think we went up.
And they're like, oh shit, we're not
But I'll
gonna.
be honest, a lot of it too. I mean, I think we've all been there where we're like, I really want to play,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to go in and play.
Yeah.
And so a lot of our guys were on the sidelines, like, oh, we just want to play. So
Yeah.
then they just start subbing
Yeah.
themselves in.
Well, I'll be honest. It really wasn't until So Mai is actually our comp defensive coordinator
Yeah.
now for Utah Sting. But Mai came in and rushed. And I was just like, what bullshit is this? Like, I understand I was going to play against guys, but like, I was really hoping this first game, it was going to be against girls. I was so excited.
So then Lori came and threw routes for us after the game, and all was good.
Yeah.
But that was how we met.
Yeah.
Wait, you're skipping a part though.
What part am I skipping?
How'd the game end?
Honestly, I have the memory of a goldfish.
Oh, really?
It wasn't.
Not
So,
remember.
do you remember like that whole fiasco? One of our players.
I was leaving that part out. But
Oh,
yes, I do
okay.
remember that.
We've already talked about it. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I understand why she would leave that out.
Yeah.
Because it was one of our players. He just kind of lost
He
his
had
shit.
that fire.
And
No,
here's the
I
thing.
want to see Kelly. Like, what was your perspective?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
just
Yeah, what's
turned
your-
to your sideline, and I see someone freaking wailing on the ground, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it was such a mess. Were you like? So how did you feel? Were you
Wait,
just
I
like?
feel like people need context.
Yeah,
now.
give some. Well, no, like just say your point of view, and I think we've
Yeah,
already
yeah.
talked about this a little bit on this.
Okay,
episode.
context is there was
No,
we were
just Kelly's point of view. Like, tell me, like, you're playing, and then that happens. Like, what's going through your head? What's conversations going
This
on in your
just
side?
took a turn
Yeah.
for the really freaking intense. Like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
what were you telling to like other? What were you telling like your team when you were seeing that?
I think my jaw was just on the ground.
Yeah.
On the ground. Like,
Yeah.
what? Because this was our first week in this league.
Yeah.
So I had no context of like, what is this league all about?
And you're like,
there's
this
people,
is
like,
what we're gonna
breaking
see
their
every-
fist on the ground. Like,
People getting pissed at each
we,
other.
we've
People
talked about
yelling
this, right?
at refs.
Have I told?
we have talked about
Okay.
this, yes.
Yeah. So I mean,
And it just got better.
Well, so what was funny to me, and I think we've already talked about this in a previous episode. What was funny to me was like, from what what Nana told us and some other people told us, they thought my brother got really upset, right? And from what I understand, like you guys thought he was getting upset because we were losing.
Yes, that
right?
was exactly what we thought.
And
yeah.
like that had nothing to do with
he
it.
was getting pissed off at our team because we had another player that he kept bumping the rusher, because he thought he was like protecting me, and I kept telling him like, hey, you can't do that, we're gonna get
right.
penalized, and he kept doing
He was like
kept
hit
doing
checking,
it.
and now Justin,
Yeah,
the
Justin
better,
was in-
even better rusher.
better
was
rusher,
One
way
of the
faster,
best rushers.
and he's so kind. He
Yeah.
was so nice. So like
He'll say sorry as he's handing you your flag.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's just like our player that was getting the penalties, like he was acting like, hey, I got your back. And I'm like, Justin legit's not doing anything. He's
Like, yeah,
being
he's
so
rushing me.
nice. Like
Yeah.
there's even a couple times where I'm like, dude, I know you could have pulled my flag. I know you could have pulled it. And so he kept getting us penalized.
because he kept hip checking Justin.
Mm.
Like he'd go block him.
And that's when like your brother, like he just kind of.
Well, he kept telling, he's like, Blake, stop doing it. Because like we're all saying that, like, Blake, like stop doing that. Like it's
Yeah.
against the rules. Like I would be like, hey, like Lori knew what she
Well,
signed up for.
Yeah,
you know.
and it got to the point where the refs like we can't go much further back.
Yeah.
We're like 6 inches from the end zone. Like we can't get you
Enough
cannot get
with the
penalized
penalties.
anymore. Like you can't.
It's about to be a
yeah. So
safety.
like he just kept telling him like, hey, you got to stop with this, and he just kept going it, and
that's why my brother got that mad. It had nothing to do with you guys. It had to do with our teammate just. I don't know.
So
Like I get his intent, but it's like we're playing sports. Like Lori knew what she signed up for.
Yeah.
Like I never. Like my thing is, if I feel like a guy is like threatening Lori, like even just playing too hard,
step in.
I'll get very protective, right?
Like here's the thing, he usually when we play against other guys, he usually lets me do my thing. There was only one instance we were playing basketball. I was going up for a layup. It was like
He got
uncalled
fouled.
for.
She
yeah.
got fouled hard.
It was hard. Like I
Really?
came in and just like landed on my hip. It was really bad, and it was so funny because the rest of the guys on our team, I couldn't see what was going on because it hurt really bad. But I see the guys from the bench come off.
you clear the
to go?
benches?
Yeah.
Oh, like I was seeing red at that point. Like
Yeah.
the guy who did it, like I was like heading towards him.
Yeah, like all I could see, I'm I'm like leaning towards the side, and I'm looking at our sideline, and I see the rest of our guys like come off the
Wow.
sideline. I'm like, okay, wait, it's fine. I'm fine, but like
Well,
Ben,
then though, like Lori pops up and she comes to me and she's like, "I'm fine, don't worry, I'm fine." Because like she hit hard, and so like I knew it hurt. But like when she came over, it's like she's like, "No, I'm fine. This isn't a big deal," you know? Because like I'm not a very violent person. I'm really
No,
not. But like when it comes
never.
to stuff like that, like when somebody like when a guy fouls a girl hard, like to me that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Yeah.
you're just being unsafe, and like it's not that like girls can't like, but like if I played like if I'm in Beehive and I was playing recklessly, like I'd put girls in danger, you know, and that's how I feel about it. Like a guy playing hard against other guys, like it's reckless and dangerous, but like whatever, right? But like when a guy's playing really hard against girls and being really reckless, like I think that's like really unacceptable. Like,
so for him to like Ben was not mad at all with Justin or like it just like
they were being safe, like they weren't putting Lori in any physical danger. They were just playing hard, you know?
Were they being dicks? Maybe.
Maybe being dicks, but
here's the thing again, like I was playing against guys, so it is what it is. But it was more like it was more talking to Zay, like, oh, okay, you said you were gonna. But anyways, it was a great introduction to
and now here
playing
we are,
with it.
how many years later? 3 years later.
That's crazy. Am I not close enough?
no, Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
Sorry, guys.
Dang.
See, it's harder than you thought.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm new to this. Yeah, she's just a baby.
I'm just reminding her.
Just a baby. The other thing too is like you'll bring the mic close to you, but then like you want to get animated. So I find myself doing this a lot. Like it's like I run into the.
I'm so used to at work. I'm like, if I breathe into my headset, it's like everyone can hear this like heavy breathing. So I feel like I have to.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't pick up your. Like I've been sitting here the whole time, and I can't hear my breath.
No. I'm not moving it. It's staying right here.
I always run into it because I start punching the air and get really excited. So, that's how we met.
And then we played. Then you came and played with us on Crimson Wave. Mm-hmm. And then 1 year World's Crimson Wave, and then now 2 years of Sting.
That's crazy. How's being a Utah Sting board member?
It's so fun. There's no better group of women that I would rather work with, and
me and Ben,
including Ben.
Well, technically Ben's not on the board, but
technically I'm not. Well, I'm an officer. I'm officially an officer.
He's officially. You're an officer.
Yeah. You guys are the
some would argue you
directors.
do more than board
I'd say I've
members.
done less logistics this year, but like just being the coach, I end up doing a lot.
Has that been helpful to be like freed up from the logistics and to focus
The problem
more
is
on...
he still gets it though, because like I'm on the board, and so it's just like he's still.
Well, you're in every board meeting, so it's
you're still always there. You're still.
I mean, I think we've gotten more streamlined. We know how to do things a little bit better, and that's made it easier. I think the only time it was like that September, October last year was tough.
never
Yeah,
again.
well, because we were bringing on two teams for the first time. We had the first annual golf tournament that you were trying to plan.
So much work.
Yeah, bringing on like a new coaching staff. It was. I mean, like what else?
And then like just lodging was a nightmare because people were being very like,
gosh.
well, we want to stay in hotels, but when you guys book a hotel, I'm gonna get an Airbnb. Like
calling you guys out because
the faint of heart.
Yeah.
The logistics of it all. It's worth every second. It's worth
for
every
sure.
second.
You look back and it's just like worth
every
it.
second. But
it's a lot. It's and I think even this year we're trying to take even further steps. You know, so
we've also found our groove this year.
Yeah.
I feel like it just we have our processes. Things feel smoother. Maybe I'm delusional.
I just think as long as we stay ahead of the housing, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah,
it won't feel bad
the
at all.
lodging is the. It can be complicated.
I got a call from USA Flag, one of their like reps for hotels, and they called me like, "Hey, you know you can book hotels from us." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." It's like, well, let me know if you have any questions. Like, I will. Like, I know how to book a hotel. It was just funny because it's like it's his job or whatever, but it was just kind of funny because like I think he was trying to pitch to a degree, but like he wasn't being very assertive about it, and like. He called me at work and like I had it was today or yesterday, and I was a busy day, so like I wasn't like I have to answer calls I don't recognize because sometimes people get my number as I don't have a work number, and so like I answered, and like as soon as I knew what he was, like I was so dismissive. I was like, yep, I want to get back to work as soon as possible.
Get me off this phone call.
We might go through it if we ended up doing
hotels.
I mean, so far
I'll be honest, I was like hotels never, and then Kelly, you brought up like, well, like if you have 2 queen beds and it's $200 a night with 4 people, that's $50 a night, and I'm like,
as far as logistic goes, and as far as like scheduling,
you can never get an Airbnb that cheap.
And just
maybe
with such
I
a
think
big
the
group, I feel like last season
Yeah.
we had to go so far from the fields to find an Airbnb that was big enough, and that was a big pressure point.
Well,
It's
because
just hard.
we were trying to combine both, and I think if
Yeah.
we do Airbnbs this year, which last time we were looking at the voting poll, and it looks like more was Airbnb, at least for Vegas.
Right.
And
My
I
thing
don't-
is like if we're trying to be like cheap,
Yeah.
I think the lowest we've ever gotten on Airbnbs was $70 per night per person.
Yeah.
We've never gotten 50.
I just the nostalgia
It can
kicks
even be
in for
lower.
me a
I
little bit because
know.
like our first year as Utah Sting, it was like us group of 10 girls.
Yeah.
And so scheduling lodging was a lot more manageable. And it
Easier.
was so much fun like going back after tournaments,
I mean,
win
that was
or
half,
lose.
That was
we
half
like,
of the tournament was vibing
yeah.
with the crew.
Yeah. Like I mean, and we talked about this, I think, in the first episode where it's just like when I moved here, I didn't have any friends. And so when I finally found these group of friends of Crimson Wave and then, you know, building Utah Sting together and then, you know, like you're all weekend long, you're playing football together and then you're at like the same Airbnb
And you're all
and you're
so
just
tired and exhausted and sweaty, but you're gonna go back and you're gonna stay up all night anyway.
Yep,
Like it's
yep.
just the best.
Yeah. So I think some nostalgia kind of like kicks in, and I think I've been forcing the Airbnb too much. I think it as we grow, hotels just
I
make more
think-
sense. But
I just think the thing that's hard is like I don't want there to be a division between the haves and the have-nots because like we just have different age groups, right? Like we've got people who are younger who are
well,
just
you start to
starting
think
off.
like,
People in
okay,
college, people
well,
in
we've
their
said that like
careers.
if we do Airbnbs too, like we do a pro Airbnb and a comp Airbnb, and it's just like, well, Kelly and I were on comp. Do we
But all of
stay
our
with the
friends
comp?
are on
Yeah, like
pro.
well, like
Well,
it's
all of
it's
our
just
friends are on comp.
yeah,
too,
no, all of our friends are everywhere,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's the age is
Right.
way different, right? Like
Totally.
I would say like most of the other girls, they're in their earlier 20s, and
If that.
and so it's just different, you
Well,
know.
it's just
So
like my thing. I want accessibility, right? Like I don't want people being priced out all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, what was I gonna say? And to me, it's just like, yeah, a lot of us, especially in the pro team, who, you know, we're further along in our careers. Like it's manageable for us to get an Airbnb and affordable. But like a lot of people, like a lot of our younger players, like they're scrounging.
well,
to,
because they're still going to college.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, like it's I honestly I look back and it's just like when I was going to college, I don't know if I would be able to manage that financially.
I'm so impressed by the younger girls that like
Yeah.
make it work because
Yeah.
I don't know if I had like the discipline, like the mental discipline, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just different when you're younger.
No. So
that's
it's like,
why,
yeah,
like-
it's like hotels, like they are going to be way cheaper. I think it's going to be just more manageable to reserve. It's going to be, and we can still stay on the same floor,
Yeah.
you know? And on top of that, hotels, they give you a nonprofit discount and Airbnbs don't. So yeah, you get your breakfast there. So there's ways to work around it too. I mean, we
well, it's like
look
when
back
you,
at Phoenix.
Like I said, when you said $50 a night, I was like, oh, there's
And sometimes
never
less.
compete.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
it's
could.
just hard.
Yeah.
An
It's
Airbnb can never
pros and
compete with
cons,
that.
cost benefit.
Yeah. You can make it work. I look back at Phoenix last year and it's just
That's
like we
fine,
did
yeah.
hotels and we just picked a room. I think it was our room where it's just like everyone just came to our room and we just kind of
Yeah.
all hung out and
Let's do a pause
it was a
real
lot
quick.
of fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Where were we though?
We got kind of derailed.
Oh yeah. Okay. I asked you how's it being a board member.
Talked about our origin story.
Yeah. I kind of want you want to talk a little bit more about the golf tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as a board member, you have been helping out with fundraising.
Yeah.
And you've came up with a great idea last year.
Yeah, a
With
fun
the
idea.
scramble. So
Yeah.
this is the second year.
The scramble's
How's that?
so fun.
How's the planning?
Is October? So never mind. I'll ask this question later.
Yeah, we're not in a board meeting.
Yeah.
How's the planning going?
It's so good.
yeah.
We just locked in the date. So October 11th. It's
Is
going
that
to
a
be so
Saturday?
fun. It is a Saturday this year.
Because like I'm
Saturday.
I'm talking to like a bunch of attorney friends, and they're just like, oh yeah, scramble sounds
Yes.
great.
They don't even have to
I
take
think
off
we
from
might
work.
fill up all the teams.
Oh,
How many
we
do you
are.
get?
We totally are.
How-
So
yeah.
144 golfers. I think that's like 32. Apparently, you're good at math. So multiplying
She'll
big
never
numbers.
tell.
So what's 32 times what? Is
I have no clue.
144.
Oh my gosh, I don't know where this is even coming
The
from.
last podcast episode.
Oh,
Ben said
I,
Lori can multiply big numbers.
here's the thing: the numbers you've said, she's already done it in her head, but she won't tell you.
But she won't tell
no,
Yeah,
that's not.
It's
the
true,
case.
and I hate it. And it makes me so mad. I'm gonna start doing weird things around the house, like putting things high on shelves, and be like, "Well, Lori, I'm not tall.
Well, I'll grab a
I'm not-
ladder.
To
I'm
solve
not
I can
tall.
do it. I'll grab a ladder.
I can
I'll-
grab a
I'll-
calculator, but it would be easier if you just did it for me. You know?
It'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Lots of golfers. Last year we had 60, but it was on a Friday. So
Yeah.
this year's
Well,
gonna be
and we had to
bigger and
reschedule.
the most stressful
I
moment of
felt
my
so
life.
bad for you because like
Well, you were there for it all.
I felt so bad. We show up that Friday morning and like I get out of the car and the wind like is carrying me to the next parking lot. I was just like, there's no way
I
we're
was
golfing.
in
There's
so
no
much
way.
denial.
I
Lori's like,
swear.
Kelly, do you see that flag on the flagpole? Like, there is no way we're golfing. And I'm like, no.
The flag's not even there,
But
Kelly.
when the sun comes up, the wind will die. The wind did not die.
I just like I think
and
every
I'm-
5 minutes you're just like, give it 5 more minutes. Give it 5 more minutes. I'm like, Kelly, some
Everybody's-
teams are gonna start showing up.
Everybody's standing inside in the lobby, and I'm just standing outside, like staring at the flagpole.
Outside shivering, like it's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna be fun.
And I was at work that day, so I'm just getting the play-by-play. And the funniest thing is like, so there's this in Utah. There's something called the Point of the Mountain. It's the kind of the division between Salt Lake County and Utah County, and the weather can vary drastically if you're north of the mountain or south of the mountain.
Yeah.
And I was north of the Point of the
We
Mountain.
were south of the mountain.
And weather was normal. Like it was so normal.
Well, and where that golf course is, like you get
canyon.
Yeah, the canyon. So
Yeah.
like they even get like that extra, piece of wind. So,
So
just
like
like
I'm
it
at
was-
work where it's like relatively normal weather.
Yeah, he
and
texts
then-
me. He's like, "It's fine." I'm like, "I don't care if it's fine where you're at.
and
It's
they're
cold.
going
It's
they're going through the ice age, just 20 minutes south of me.
gosh." But I mean, like the recovery, I think went well.
It was great.
Though,
it was awesome.
It's-
We rescheduled. The weather was beautiful on the day we rescheduled. It was so
great.
much fun.
Yeah.
We drove around in our little cart and gave out Jello shots. It was such a blast.
It was amazing. Maybe this year we can't do them for free, but last year we were just
I
like,
know.
"You want one?
Free
You want
Jello
one?"
shot for you. Free Jello shot for you. The scores were not low, but the fun was high. So come golf, we'll give you a Jello shot.
Yeah. No, I think for the first one, it was a really good turnout, and I think this year it's it's really exciting because it's like it's not only a fundraiser for Utah
let's get a
Stink.
flyer made so we can start getting it out to people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write that down. Type that down. But what was I saying? Oh, not only like fundraising for the team, but the community. I think getting people the in Utah, getting people to
Engage.
spread awareness of women's
Right.
flag football, getting people to know who we are.
Right.
It's like I really like that aspect of things too, where it's just like you're building a community.
Because the community is growing.
Yeah.
And that's half of it is
Yeah.
it's just so fun seeing the community grow. The more it grows, the more girls come out, the bigger our practices are, the more fun our practices are.
Yes.
It's really cool to
Yeah.
see it.
So let's get into the WNFC flag.
Yeah. Let's talk
kind
about
of
WNFC
explain what that is, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, I think 2-3 years ago I didn't even know what WNFC was.
Right.
And then you've got WNFC Flag. Well, like what if you had to explain to someone, what that is?
Right.
What are we looking at?
Yeah, so WNFC is the Women's National Football Conference. So there's really two big leagues for women's tackle football, WFA and WNFC.
Okay.
I play for the WNFC, the Utah Falcons, and there are, I believe, 16 teams in the WNFC across.
Oh, did you
West-
guys see that the Bandits are disbanding?
Yeah, what
What-
happened?
do you know what's up
Wild
with
is
that?
I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but I did see the news.
Well,
that
they said that it's not what
What was the
they
league
wanted.
decided to
it
do?
was
it was a league decision.
I wonder why.
So we got a message from the league saying that they decided to, end operations in Houston and in Denver.
Huh.
So I'm not sure what the
Houston.
reasoning was. Yeah, there's a Houston team, the Houston Mambas,
I'm kind of
and the
surprised.
Denver Bandits.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. They
I'd be
both
really
did
curious.
struggle last season a bit.
Was it that? Was it the struggling? Like, what do you speculate? Can you say can you speculate?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what went on behind the scenes. I know they
It
both
mu-
did have rough seasons
It
last
must be a
season.
money thing. That's the only thing. Because like an organization like that, money's a huge deal.
Right.
And if they're not bringing in money, like I could imagine being like, all right, we're cutting the 2 teams that aren't making any money, like aren't getting ticket
The
sales.
WNFC is a pretty buttoned up league, so I
Yeah.
could see it being, hey, we have these financial barriers that you have to clear to be a team in the WNFC. I know they both did have kind of tough seasons. Denver's been a good team in the past. Houston's a very new team. I think this was their second season, I believe.
I'm surprised with Houston just because, Texas and football
Right.
is pretty big.
Well, they have 2 teams in Texas, so they have Dallas.
Oh, yeah, yep.
And they have
Yeah,
Houston.
but that's Dallas and Houston are
I know,
pretty
it's like
far
2
away.
different- 2 different states.
For sure.
No, so there's 16 teams, and when they do the national championships for WNFC in Dallas, they also do like a flag national
Well, that's new. Like
championships.
last year was the first year they did it, right?
Yeah, last year was the first year. This is the second year. They do also do like an East Coast championships and a West Coast championships. So there's like 2 weeks before national championships, there's a tournament. This year it was in Oregon and I think Tennessee.
Yeah.
So we played in Oregon. And
How was
then-
Oregon? So who were the teams that showed up in Oregon?
So it's all of the West Coast teams plus Texas, I believe, was either the number 1 seed or the number 2 seed in the Central Division. So they came to the West Coast Championships. So,
Interesting.
yep. So it's all the West Coast teams plus Texas. So there were 8 teams? I don't know. Probably,
Okay.
I could be off.
Is Denver then the Central or the East or
Denver
whatever?
is Central.
I find that very interesting.
So we're the most eastern West Coast
Okay,
team.
gotcha.
The Utah Falcons are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what teams would you say that brought in like an actual flag
Yeah.
team? Because
Well, that's what's interesting is some teams just bring their skill tackle players, like their wide receivers, their running backs, their DBs. Some teams actually bring full flag teams. Well, not
Well,
full
it's
flag
like they
teams, but
kind of
they'll-
like bring in the local, because like Lacey doesn't play WNFC,
Right.
does she?
No,
Right.
but
Right.
like she brought in like lace up, and that's
Yeah.
kind of like the same thing
Last
a little
year
bit
was
for like
thing.
Falcons, right? Where it's just
Well,
like they
last year
brought-
I'd say there was, but like this year was mostly Falcons girls,
Right.
wasn't it?
So last year we brought a lot of the Sting girls. This year we brought, I think, all Falcons
Yeah, I
girls.
think it
We
was all
picked up a couple girls that aren't from Utah, but for the most part, it was all.
Right.
Tackle
But
girls.
they've had experience in flag, right? It's not like I remember playing, was it like Washington or Oregon last year where it's
Yeah.
just like they didn't have never played flag.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was it Seattle?
Okay,
Like,
so I
yeah.
have a funny story about that.
Yeah.
So last year, I put my foot in my mouth. So WNFC is NFL flag rules.
Yep.
And we're used to playing USA flag.
Yep.
So that was actually my first experience playing NFL flag. And in NFL flag, the rush can go straight through the bunch. And I was like, you can't do that. Have you even ever played flag football before? Like, don't you know you can't do that? And I was pretty sassy. And I realized after the fact, that's not the way it works.
Who
And I felt
corrected
bad.
you? Was it the refs? Was it
Oh,
the
anyone could have corrected me and I wouldn't have believed them
Oh,
until
really?
I went back and looked at the rule book.
Well, that's like one of the like commissioners or whatever had to come over and be like,
Yeah.
no bunches, don't do anything in
Right.
NFL.
Yeah.
So
Which
this year, I think we were playing Tennessee in our first pool play game. And one of those girls was like me from last year.
Yeah.
She was- but it wasn't the rush. It was something else with the rush. And she was like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, no, I know now. No.
I know.
And she was like, I play USA flag. And I was like, well, this isn't USA
It's
flag.
different.
We all
Trust
play
me.
USA
Trust
flag.
me.
So it was good to this time be.
And this year they had their own tournaments, or not? Sorry, the Ben's doing this thing.
You're looking at Lori. When you're looking at Lori, you're not talking to your mic.
Dang, I feel like I'm moving more than
Okay,
her
I'm gonna
though.
do this.
Yeah, but she just goes like
I
this.
think my angle's not good there. My angle
Yeah.
needs to be here.
Am I fine?
You're fine.
I feel like
You've
I'm the
got
one
more
who's moving.
experience.
Yeah, that's
just a
kind of true.
baby.
Cause yeah, I feel like I'm moving more
Just-
than.
Yeah, but I
Give
think
me
I
a-
think your angle
Go like
is better.
this,
Just
and
go like this.
then
Well, I was
I'll
going
go.
like this, and then you weren't seeing it, and said Lori.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's kind of funny because I don't know if our viewers or listeners have noticed by now, but by now, Ben tries to be subtle with it. He'll like try to get my attention. He'll try to like be quiet about it, and I'd be like, "What? What do you?
Right?
What do you need? What do you want? Just say it." Because like I don't like honestly, I don't want to take the time to be like,
The thing is,
you know what I mean? Like,
feel
it just
it's such
makes
a
it
distracting thing to
awkward.
be like, hey, talking to the mic.
Yeah.
Like I
We
feel
need
like
the
that's
big
such a,
light. We need a red light right here that
Yeah.
says just like, you're up. Be better.
I think for now on, just get our attention and then we can, because like I really don't like, because I think it was the first episode, like it would go
it
quiet.
takes
turn to
so
you,
little
like,
to set Lori off when we're doing this kind of stuff. She'll
It
get
really
so
does.
mad.
Like
so
it's
quick.
so distracting. They
Yeah.
like they do anything and I'm just like,
You're not as bad as Lauren though.
really?
I'll tell this little story. Like we were doing a podcast episode. Jackson's like sitting next to me and he's just playing like, what is it? He's like going like this.
Not even really that loud, right?
No, like this. Like this is exactly what he's doing. No. And Lauren's like, Jackson, stop it.
Here's the thing though, you two were having your car. It wasn't even in.
We weren't even talking. Me and Jackson were just sitting there.
Well, that's the thing. We were having our own conversation. We didn't even start playing the episode yet. We weren't filming yet. And it was just her and I that were talking. You guys weren't even saying anything. And then all of a sudden I hear this, Jackson. And Jackson looks up and is like, what? What? Someone's just like, and I was
He's
like,
just minding
damn,
his own
Lord.
business, playing with Velcro.
But in some ways I kind of get like that too, where like just like little things and I can't ignore it. You know what I mean?
So, okay, back to WNFC. They do the Eastern Western conferences, but then the title, like, does the Western Conference Championships like is that like seeding for the national one?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's kind of interesting. I wish, to be honest, because it comes on the tail end of the tackle season and you're kind of burned out by the end of the tackle season. It's
Yeah.
hard to do a West Coast flag tournament and then 2 weeks later travel to Texas.
Well, I just feel like you just do one big one.
Right, but they don't, because I think they want, I don't know what they want, but they want to do a Western.
Or like,
What do you speculate?
like you think you would do like Western, Eastern, and then have the two winners play each other,
Right.
or something.
But
But it
they
sounds like you do Eastern, Western,
Right.
and then everyone comes.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, what's the point of doing?
Eastern and Western, and then that sets the seating for nationals.
Okay.
But it's so much travel to do tackle season, and then we traveled to Oregon, and then 2 weeks later we traveled to Texas.
Well, the national one makes sense because like you guys are doing your All-Star
Right.
weekend anyway. So it's like
Totally.
you're already out there for the All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
Might as well do a flag football tournament.
Right.
But like the Eastern Western ones, it's like that's
I
extra.
almost think it maybe is to like drive crowds to like West Coast Championship.
That's true. You'll
East
probably get
Coast,
better-
like butts
better,
and seats.
yeah.
Like it's good for the league. It's good for
Well,
visibility.
that's something we were talking. I can't remember if last episode or a couple episodes. Like we don't have like no one in Utah knows who we are because like we don't play locally ever.
Right. Which makes it hard to find sponsors.
Yeah.
Because not much like local presence. But we're working on that.
I might make a reel of us complaining how much we can't find sponsors and have everyone share the reel that we can't find sponsors because like it is we thought putting the nonprofit together was going to be
We were like,
difficult.
this is great. The money will just
Yeah.
pour in.
Like
We
a
will
couple years
be
ago it's like
paid
okay
to play football.
took us a year to put this together but you know what now it's just going to start flowing.
The bank account's open. Bring it on.
Who'd have thought convincing people to give you money would be hard?
It's so hard.
We've only convinced my brother to through some loophole with Fidelity, not loophole, but that whole like contribution
yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
like because I think we already explained this.
We already explained it. We
Yeah.
don't have to get into it because you really explained it.
Yeah,
So
That's really
watch
funny.
episode 2.
but yeah, that's he's our main beneficiary.
Yeah.
We should
We
put his
should-
name on our jerseys.
Yeah, Rain.
Rain. Or just put like a raindrop patch or something.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great.
Shout
But
out to Rain
yes.
Eskelson, our number one sponsor.
But
So yes,
yeah.
East Coast, West Coast. It was so fun though. Like it's so fun to go and play flag football with all these teams that you only ever see them on the field. You're wearing helmets, pads, like you don't really like see these players, and then to go play in Oregon on the same field with no helmets, no pads, with all of these players that we play tackle with is like a pretty cool experience. And then nationals is such an experience. I mean, the WNFC does a really good job just making it. I've never been to Lynn Lewis, but I would imagine it's pretty similar to the vibe at Lynn Lewis, where Lynn Lewis, I've heard, is just such a fun weekend of all women playing football.
I felt so bad. They've messaged us like 3 or 4 times about coming to play.
I wish it wasn't in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's the thing. It's like maybe next year have it out
Well,
west.
Because it's like a fun vibe. Like
Yeah.
it's women's football, just a bunch of women out there. And that's kind of what WNFC is at nationals, because there's the varsity girls, 100 top girls flag football tournament. And then
Was that new this year? Was that the first time they did
it
this
last year too. Yep.
Did
So
they?
have the
Because I don't
girls
remember
flag
seeing like
football.
I remember on social media they announced out of it, but
Yeah.
I just don't remember seeing that last year.
Yeah, yep. So it played at the Star too in Frisco.
Okay.
And then there's the tackle championships, which is really exciting. That was on ESPN2 this year, which was really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's big for women's
ESPN
football.
too. Ooh.
And then the All-Pro game, and then women's flag football. So it's just like a weekend full of women's football, and it's just the coolest thing.
Yeah.
So it's a cool vibe. You get to play in the Star. They do a really good job with the broadcasting, which
Yeah.
I feel like flag doesn't really get broadcasted.
You were
all that
were
often.
all pro too, huh?
Yeah.
That's
so that
really
was a
cool.
bucket list moment.
Yeah.
Getting to play tackle football and a flag football tournament on the same day.
It was on the same day.
On the same day.
How'd that go?
It was so much fun.
Yeah?
I mean, it was indoors, so it was
Yeah.
great.
Oh.
I'll play.
No way.
So here's the thing, like
When I
Laura,
turn
you
my
kind
head
of
this way.
yeah, you're like kind of turning it a bunch.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Remember, just talk. You're
I'm just
talking
going
to
to
the
talk
mic.
this way. I'm not looking
Yeah,
at you,
yeah,
Ben.
yeah, yeah.
So even then, like you're kind of face the mic or pull the mic more in front of you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty close to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say be 6 inches away and be talking into the mic because you're like you're
Talking
pretty
into
close,
it.
but you're not talking
Maybe
into
we
it.
do
Not using
couches because these chairs are so uncomfortable.
We'll see what we
I'm
do.
over it.
How was that?
That's
It is
better.
in my mouth.
I know it feels that way, but like, look how close I am. Like, I'm pretty
Right.
close. Lori's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, this is good.
I'm just a baby.
I'm just a baby. It's my first podcast.
It's your first time. You're doing pretty
Can
great.
you hear me now?
Okay.
So yeah, it's a
yeah.
whole vibe.
Mhm.
And tackle football, flag football, same day. I mean, it was air conditioning, so I was grateful for that.
Yeah.
But
It's the Dallas practice facility.
yeah, the Star
The
in Frisco,
Star.
which
That's
is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So tell us, like, walk us through the Western Conference. Like, how did the Falcons do? Who ended up winning the whole thing? Like, what happened in that tournament?
Yeah. So
the one that was played in Oregon.
Yeah.
in Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah. So in Oregon, we actually had less players than we did. We brought more players to Texas. We played LA first in pool play. LA beat us.
Yeah.
Um,
What any names in the flag football
Yeah, I think
world?
Marissa was playing. Marissa Lopez. She
Right.
played quarterback. I think
Did they
Mariah was
both
there
play?
too. Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of a blur of a day, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Mariah was there too.
Mm-hmm.
They beat us, I think, 18 to maybe 18 to 6.
Yeah. Well, who's on the Falcons team?
So it was Sarah Gleisha played quarterback. We had Griggs at receiver.
Okay.
We had Cannon, if you know Cannon, at center. We had Laney, Miller.
So that means do you play X then?
Yeah.
What did you? Okay.
Yep, I played
Gotcha.
X.
Why didn't you
Miller.
play center?
We had Cannon playing center. She did a good job too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. It was fun to play something other than
Yeah, yeah.
center. I don't get to do that
Well, I just
often.
whatever.
Okay. And then you said you had Miller, and then that was
And we had Allie from the Falcons.
that's
So we had a
right.
lot of Falcons girls, which
Yeah.
was fun. It was
Yeah.
fun to play
yeah.
flag with a bunch of Falcons girlies.
Okay.
And then we played Denver. We beat Denver for our second pool play game. We played San Diego. And I think it was San Diego. I think they had a lot of mixed breeds girls, if I'm remembering right.
Oh, one quick funny thing. So I was, you guys wanted me to help out, and it just didn't work out this year.
Right.
And so I was like thinking on Friday, because you guys played on Friday. I was like, but I thought you guys played on Saturday. I didn't realize you guys played on Friday. I was like, what's like the most beneficial thing I could tell Sarah before going into her first tournament? Like, tell the
This
receivers
was
to
her
look
first
quicker.
time
Like,
playing quarterback.
I was like, all right,
flag.
I'm gonna text her, like, tell all the receivers to look quicker. And so I text her at like 7:00, and like I don't get an answer till like the next day. And then she's like, Yeah, that would have been helpful
That would-
before we play. Because that's the hardest thing. Like, I think people who've never played before, like when they're going into it, it's like you just don't realize how fast
Right.
everything is. Like, the quarterback has to get rid of the ball so
The
quickly.
rush gets there so
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
And so, like, to me, that's like the biggest adjustment that you
Yeah,
have
that
to
would have been
make.
great advice.
Thanks,
Yeah.
but no
Yeah.
thanks.
My bad.
That's
Well, it's kind of crazy. Like for the Western Conference, it's divided into 2 days, but then for the
Texas was also divided into 2 days for nationals. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. So we played Saturday and Sunday.
so it was just.
But
pool-
wait,
pool
back
players?
to the Western Conference, though. So you guys beat Denver.
Okay.
Yep. We beat Denver. Played San
Denver,
Diego.
Denver, as in lace up Denver.
No,
Or-
Lace Up did not go to Oregon.
Okay.
So it was a bunch of Denver's tackle players
Okay.
that played,
Okay.
which was cool. And then we played San Diego. We beat San Diego, and we lost to Vegas. Spoiler alert: we lost to Vegas in the semis in
Yeah.
Texas too.
Was it the same team?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
Vegas was the one team that they brought, or maybe LA too. LA and Vegas, they pretty much had the same team between Portland.
Did Vegas
and-
bring in flag players or were
Yeah, they had some young, really good flag players.
do you know any of them you can list?
Yeah, so McInnes, her last name was McInnes. Her first name started with a T. She was really good. That was the first time I ever saw her.
Okay.
Really tall.
Does she
really
play at like
fast.
USA flag
I think
tournaments?
she must.
or-
Yeah.
Okay.
USA flag or NFL flag, something, because she was definitely. I think she even played both ways.
Really?
Yeah, she was scoring touchdowns. She was making stops on
Interesting.
defense.
I wonder
She
if
was
we're going to
pretty
see
solid.
her at these tournaments this season.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if she's in Vegas
Yeah.
or if she just played for Vegas, but she was really good.
Is there any rules on that, like with roster, like where people come from and stuff? Just
Yeah, that's kind of
Put
crazy. I
together the
wonder if
best
that's
team
going
we
to
can.
get more regulated as it goes, but
yeah, at this
don't
point they
know.
probably just want people to show up.
yeah, no, it's
Right.
true. Okay, so sorry. Anyways, who else was on the Vegas?
There was another girl. Gosh, what was her name? I think her last name was maybe Roman. Really fast girl. She played a lot of running back. Vegas was the one team in Oregon, and even I think in Texas too, that ran the ball quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, which was interesting.
Huh.
I feel like we don't see that often in USA flag.
No.
You
Not
see
a
it here
whole
and
lot.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some teams are better at it than others.
Rarely. I don't know if you even.
It works really well if the defense can't shut it down.
Yeah.
If the
Yeah.
defense can't shut it down, it works pretty well.
Were you gonna say
I'd like to
Nope.
think we were shutting it down okay, but they beat us, so it sounds like we weren't. But
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
from what so at least in the Nationals, like you guys just really struggled offensively against Vegas.
We
Like
did.
kind of what happened
yeah,
there.
we were rolling pretty well most of the day on offense, and then we hit Vegas, and I think it's hard. We're so used to having coaches in flag.
Yeah.
Then when you go and you play without a coach, and your offense isn't working, and it's hard to really diagnose why in such a quick
Yeah.
game when it's like a 20-minute, 12-minute halves.
Yeah.
And you've got to figure out, well, what's not working? Why isn't it working? I think they were doing a good job of disguising their coverage because there was some confusion. Like, are they cover two? Are they switching into something else out of cover two? So I think our play calling was not really accomplishing
Yeah.
what we needed it to
Well, and
accomplish.
especially, with it was Sarah's first, time playing
Yeah.
flag football. So it's like
First time with that playbook.
Yeah, it is different. Again, like you do not have that much time, Like I think we keep saying this. It's like 1.8 to 2
And if your
seconds.
receivers aren't getting their heads around,
And your receivers
it's a
need to get-
whole lot
yeah.
harder to play quarterback.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, and I think the hardest thing about those tournaments is like you're playing against some teams that half their girls have never played flag before. And then you're also seeing teams like lace up. It's like, so the disparities, like you might feel like, oh, like we're getting the hang of it. And then what you don't realize is you're playing a team that's like never really played before. So like they don't know what
Right.
they're doing. Then you play like a lace up or Las Vegas who really know what they're doing. And you're just like, ugh.
They can
like,
pick apart a defense.
Yeah.
They can, adjust quickly on offense. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, and I think that's a good point too. It's interesting. You get different levels of physicality in
Yeah.
WNFC flag because some of those teams have tackle players that just will body you.
Yep.
And then some of the other teams that, okay,
Was
they
it
play more like a
called?
flag.
Was it called at all from the refs or?
I feel like our first year, it actually was a little dangerous.
Yeah,
there.
there
Yeah.
were times I was just like, how did how is that not a penalty? Like,
Right.
that was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
not even trying to go for the flag straight up. Or like you'd get they were getting beat, so they would push you like out of bounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how was that not called?
I think when we played Prodigy our first year, it was a really physical game, and I think a girl ended up getting carted off the field. In,
Really?
Like, the little like gurney thing.
Prodigy. Who's Prodigy?
Washington Prodigy.
Washington?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Felt bad. They had a really physical, I think it was their middle linebacker or their corner, who was really, there were a few times Maddie was running the ball up the field, and she just sent Maddie flying. And then Maddie had enough, and Maddie sent her flying.
There was one, I think were they in white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
There was one where Maddie
And they
caught
had the
it.
actual flag, like more flag uniforms, or
Yeah,
other teams had,
yeah.
like, t-shirts.
There,
Yeah.
okay, so I think I know what you're talking about, because I remember when we played them, like Maddie was kind of getting pushed around, and then there was one where Maddie
Oh, you're
caught the
thinking
ball.
of Seattle. You're thinking
Maybe
of
it was
Seattle,
Seattle.
in Vegas.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
what it was, because I remember there was one where Maddie caught the ball, and
Poor Maddie.
the player ran into her,
Yeah.
and Maddie just stood up, stayed there, and like looked down. And it's just like, I remember looking at her, and I'm like, you ran into her. Why are you giving Maddie the
Yeah.
dirty look when it's just like
and that got
you're
pretty
the
chippy after that.
Yeah, that was a pretty chippy game.
Yeah.
Oh my
Was
gosh.
Lord playing QB or were you playing QB that game?
I was playing receiver, because I
Okay.
don't talk when I play QB, but when I play receiver, I do. So
Yeah.
I remember like telling that girl, like, why are you giving her the dirty look? You ran into her. She's standing you up. What? So I was
Poor
playing receiver
Maddie,
that
like
one.
somehow every game. Well, when the games are physical, it's someone's beating up.
I mean,
on
here's the
Maddie.
thing though. You wouldn't think Maddie would, but she'll snap back.
Oh,
She'll
Oh,
like
yeah.
she'll be
It's
so
my
even
favorite.
kill. Yeah, she'll be so even kill, and then like you just enough time. She's just like, okay, I'm not putting up with this shit. And she'll get feisty.
Mm-hmm. She'll stand up for herself.
She'll get feisty.
Yeah.
I might put a little collage on YouTube
Yeah.
of her getting a little, because I can already picture like some
So
of the
good.
videos right now of some of the stuff that she'll just like look down at you and like kind of do this thing, and it's just like, haha,
No, my
you look so
favorite-
dumb.
She did this in WNFC Flag at Nationals our first year. She peace signed someone on her way into the end zone. She turned
Oh
around and hit him with
my
the peace sign.
gosh.
Actually, it might have been that same girl from Seattle.
That's funny.
I wish I was there for that game.
I know.
It
Next
sounded
year,
like
next
it was
year.
getting pretty heated. So,
It's pretty fun.
anyways,
No,
so yeah,
WNFC's fun.
yeah. And so who ended up winning was it Vegas that won the whole thing at
No,
Western?
Denver. Yeah.
Denver
oh,
did.
No, yeah, no. Who won in Portland, in Oregon? I think it was, who did Vegas play? I think Vegas played Texas. No, because Texas didn't go into nationals with the good seating. So
LA? Was it LA?
No, it was not LA.
I thought it was
It
Vegas for
wasn't
some
San
reason.
Diego. It was Vegas, and who was on the other side of the bracket from us? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
That's
Memory
fine.
of a goldfish. But no, it was Vegas. I'm pretty sure Vegas lost in the finals in Oregon, and then they lost in the finals in Texas.
In
We lost
Texas.
to them in the semifinals.
What do they call it though? Because it's like they didn't call it a championship. They call it like a cup, some cup. It was like a WNFC.
Oh, so it's the 9 Cup. That's the that is the tackle championship. Is the 9 Cup.
Oh,
Yeah, but the flag was just championship.
weird.
Yeah.
Because that's weird. Because on WNFC Flag, it had WNFC Flag, and then weird. Okay.
But you're right. 9 Cup is
Yeah.
a thing. So that's
Okay.
like the Title 9, the
Okay.
9 Cup, which is
Gotcha.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the tackle championship.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so the WNFC Championship in Dallas, we know Lace Up, they won,
Yep.
won the whole thing there. Like, what teams did you play?
So we played in Dallas. We played LA in pool play. Beat them in pool play. We played Tennessee Children's.
Did they still have like the?
They had the same
Sisters?
team that they had
Oh, the same team.
in Oregon.
Okay.
Which they were one of the few teams that had the same team
Okay.
in Oregon and in Texas. And then we played Tennessee Children's. We won both games. Went in the number 2 seed. Texas
That's
was the
not
number
bad.
1 seed.
Yeah.
I think we had like a 31 point differential. And Texas, Denver. they just had such a solid team.
Well, yeah, like list some of
I think they had
the.
like a 50-point differential going into.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Like
had a stellar team.
who'd you have on? Who's all on Lace Up?
So Lacey Abell was
Yep.
quarterback. They had Sarah
Masucci.
Masucci.
yeah.
Yep. They had Angela Villarreal.
Yeah.
I think.
Is that what
I think
it?
it'd be Via
Yeah.
Real.
What?
Via Real, probably.
Villarreal,
Villarreal.
probably butchering it. She had a game in the
Yeah.
championship game. That was fun to watch.
She usually does. You know, like I mean.
Well, it was kind of fun because her and McInnes kept going back and forth. I think they might have. I couldn't watch all of it because I was getting ready for the tackle game, but
Right.
McInnes and her, I think they might have been playing man on each other because it was just like
Oh, that's fun.
touchdowns on each other the whole
Right.
time. So it was like fun to watch. That
Right.
was like a fun
Yeah.
thing they had going.
Yeah.
But yeah, Angela had a really good game.
She's a fun player to watch.
Yeah.
You know, she's just ready to shit up.
Well, you remember our
you know?
first encounter with her on Crimson Wave in Air It Out.
Bring
yeah.
that
Still
one up.
blows me away.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, didn't even know that until 2 episodes ago. We were talking about it, and I was doing some more like research. I went up on I don't even know how I saw it was Lights Out, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
Lights
like
Out with a Z.
I saw the picture or whatever, and I was like, holy that's Angela.
It was her. And then
What
she was
the
on her
hell?
flight. They beat us, and then she
That's
was on her
crazy.
flight home.
I honestly one day will bring her on, and I want to get her point of view because
Oh yeah,
we have the proof.
Whatever.
Like I mean, and
it's
we.
okay. We're not bitter at all.
Oh, I'm
bit.
so bitter. I'm not bitter with. I'm a little bitter with
Dude,
Lights Out.
what's funny is
but
like
it's more
JT
with the
was the
refs.
coach.
What?
Yeah, did I not tell you that?
No.
So JT, he's
Yeah, who's
he's someone we
JT?
met through. He helped coach Shrooms this last Worlds, and like we were talking whatever, and then as we were talking, I realized he was the coach Lights Out who beat Crimson Wave,
Mm-hmm.
in 2023.
2022. 2022? Because 2023 was Sting, first year of Sting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And
so
then last year's
2022,
2024. Okay.
and I'll be like, I remember when he said that, I was like I had to kind of bite my tongue a little bit because like when that happened, I remember maybe it wasn't him, but one of the coaches like they took their victory picture so quick because
That's the
they
thing.
knew
There was still 20. Yes, there was still
They
20
knew.
seconds on the clock,
Yeah.
and they were already celebrating. They were already
That was
taking
the thing
team
about it.
pictures. They
Yeah.
were already
Bad
doing
calls
it.
They
happened. Bad
knew.
calls happened. But then when they called the game with 20 seconds left, I was like, man,
Yeah,
what
like
a
you
way to
still just
lose.
didn't even give
Yeah.
us a chance. Like
we
that's the
could've- yeah,
thing.
call.
Like it should have been dead, or at least what did we
replay.
call
let's,
it?
let's if
Replay
we're gonna
it
tell a
down.
story, tell the whole
Right.
thing. give
This
the whole context.
okay? Air it out.
Championship
game at
Worlds.
Worlds for the comp division.
Right.
We Crimson Wave are I guess it was my second tournament. I don't know.
Right.
Crimson Wave
Our second Worlds on Crimson Wave, yeah.
No, it was first Worlds.
No, because we had a Worlds the year before.
Oh, you guys went
without
to Worlds?
Did you guys
And
go to
then-
that?
Yeah. And
Oh,
then,
wow.
Really?
And then
Oh, I didn't know
the Worlds
that.
that you were at was our second Worlds.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, really? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think
No.
you're wrong because I don't think you guys went to Florida. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Your first year as Crimson Wave?
Okay, so
I think.
we'll have to go back and look.
I think. Yeah, I think.
I'm pretty sure we had 2 years at Worlds as Crimson Wave. No, maybe it was just one. Maybe it was just the
I
one.
think it was just
Okay,
one.
it could have just been the one.
I think because you guys went to a couple Smash Mouth, and then you guys went to a USA one
In
Mesquite,
Yeah,
and then
perhaps you're right.
That was the first Worlds. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure, but you would
No,
know
yeah, you
better.
could be
You've been
right.
on the team longer.
we'll double check that.
Yeah.
Anyways, Crimson Wave, we get to the championship of Air It Out, and
Playing Lights Out.
playing Lights Out, I guess with a Z,
Yeah.
because there's another one that's like Game Changers now or something like
Yeah,
that.
they were Lights Out with an S.
But it was a really, really good game, and this is why, like, I'm kind of surprised I don't remember Angela. Because do you remember that one
I
where
just remember her braids, her two braids.
Oh,
being
really?
like the girl with the braids caught the ball again.
well, there was one where she lays out her whole body to catch like a one-handed. I think we got that one on film too. Maybe that's why I remember it because I went back on that film and like I remember that catch and I was like, holy shit, Like that was a
What a
really
catch.
good catch. And so it's like I'm kind of surprised I don't remember her until Vegas or until Worlds of this year, just because like that catch was absolutely amazing. But just a really, really good game. Well, we were up.
By like a couple points or a few points.
I think it was just one extra point.
One extra point, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was one extra point because like we were both scoring back and forth. It was just, and we've kind of mentioned this before. It's like who can make their extra points.
Right.
I think what really, got us fired up in a negative way was I think when it was Nana that intercepted it, and she like threw the ball off to the sideline, and we got penalized for it.
As like what was it? Like not taunting.
Taunting.
It was taunting. And it's just like our minds were kind of blown because earlier that day and even the day before, like doing non-contact and stuff like that, like we saw way worse stuff.
Right.
We saw girls like walking over other girls, like, and you're going to be calling that?
Yeah.
Like that's
like,
crazy.
how else does Nana give them the ball?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it was a little rougher pass.
And...
It was a little rougher pass, but it's not like she just like yeeted it out there or like threw it at somebody. You know what I mean? If anything,
I feel like I remember her being like looking for someone to hand it to, and there was no one there, so then she tossed it.
No, it felt like she was excited, so she's just like giving it back or whatever. Yeah. And again, it was not that bad. Right. And I compare it to like some other girls. Like there was one girl that we don't need to get into that. So I think that really pissed us off, and we started really complaining to the refs.
Right.
And
which
it
is
just
never a good.
Yeah. It honestly, it just felt like the refs, not the refs,
the one ref.
That one ref.
That one ref.
Who just so happened to be the white
that
hat
one ref that was on that sideline. Yeah. That for some reason, that second half, it just felt like nothing.
She had her number for sure.
Yeah, like she just.
I think at one point she called someone. I think maybe Nana was running down the sideline. Maybe it was me. Someone was running down the sideline, and they reached the ball out over this. Like their feet didn't go out, but they reached the ball to the side, and the ball went over the sideline, and they called it out, and they said. Dead ball.
Was it
back a touchdown.
Okay, wait. Was it the one where it was lights out that was very influential and they're like doing this thing? Because I remember there was one time, I think it was Maddie that caught it clearly inbounds, and the lights out. And like, here's the thing: if I were lights out, I would try to influence the out of the refs. Like I'd be doing the same thing, but it's just like clearly caught in, and you just see everyone doing this thing like that wasn't caught in, no way, that was out. And yeah, like she called it back. Right. So it's just like that. Oh my gosh, that ref, and we saw her this past year too.
We were like, please don't new uniform. Please don't recognize us.
I'll be honest. Like I need to be held back because there's been times I want to go up to her and I'm
every
like,
time
us over.
Every time I see her, I'm like, oh, please don't remember who we are.
Yeah, I know.
Please don't, because like we were.
Oh wait!
We were
she
rabid.
Did. No. She refed you guys when you guys played Unit.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I don't think because we played her because like
I don't think she recognized us.
We were like pretty darn rude after that game. Well, tell them what happened at the end of the game.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So we're getting. I think we were still up at that point. They had to score.
Yeah.
There was probably what 40 seconds. Yeah. Seconds on the clock.
So here's what happened. So Jess, our rusher, she gets right up to the quarterback and like goes for her flag. And when she's going for her flag, whistle blown. Right?
That's when, yeah.
But Jess didn't pull the flag.
But the ref thought it was pulled. So she blew her whistle. So our defense stops. We're like, okay, well, that's it.
And Angela keeps running.
Angela keeps on running. The quarterback throws after the whistle.
Like 3 seconds after the whistle.
It was so bad. Yeah. It was so bad. So she threw it and Angela caught it in for a touchdown.
Yep.
And they
we lost our
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Obviously. We absolutely lost our like I think you even went onto the field and you wanted to show the video. Like you showed USA.
Yeah.
You showed USA Flag's admin, and they're just like, sorry, we can't like look at. We don't look at videos or whatever. And don't blame them, but we just like we're telling them like, well, so then your ref was absolute.
Things I really appreciated about this last year, right, was that we had that French when we were playing Sub-Zero. We were playing Sub-Zero, and we had that French crew that was reffing our game, and like we took a timeout, and like I asked him, like, hey, what down is it? And he said, like, it's third down. And so I take my whole timeout planning for third down, right? And then we get done with it. He's like, hey, actually, it's fourth down. I'm like, hey, you can't.
Well, not only you get done, but you guys start to line up again.
Yeah.
And then that's when he's like, oh, yeah, fourth down. You're like,
And I'm like,
wait, what the hell?
You can't tell
Or
me
you didn't
that
say what the
after.
hell.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't tell me that after the timeout. Like, come on, man. And he's like, no, you're right. Like, I'm gonna. And he went to the other team. He's like, that was my mistake. That's my fault. I'm, so, I apologize for it. But like, I'm gonna give them another minute because, like, that changes things. And like, to me, that's what I want from a ref. Like,
Reffing's a hard job.
It's a hard job, but like,
job.
I think it's okay to be like in other situations it's harder. But like in that kind of situation, like I appreciate like, yeah, I'm gonna own that mistake. If the other team has a problem with it, like that was my fault. Like I shouldn't punish this team because I made a mistake. Because like that's a huge deal. Whether it's third or fourth down, we end up losing anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like whether it's third or fourth down, that's a huge deal. It didn't change anything, but like I was like little gamemanship. Like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, ended up calling the same play, but like,
no, that ref crew, they were really good. They're very consistent, and like that's something you can appreciate. And it's just like when we played against Lights Out, like, if anything, redo the down.
Replay the down.
Like
I
there was
think,
so much
like,
confusion.
It looked like it was pulled. Honestly, it kind of sounded like it was pulled. So everyone stopped. It wasn't pulled. Replay the down.
Well,
like you blew the play dead.
Yeah, exactly.
It shouldn't have been blown dead. That shouldn't be a touchdown.
Yeah.
Replay the down.
Yeah.
I feel like
so they were telling us. They were telling us something.
Inverted whistle.
An inverted whistle.
Yes,
but they were
inverted
telling
whistle,
something during the game. They were telling us something like, well, when that happens, it's up to the offense. The offense gets to pick what the outcome. And
It's not in the rule book.
That's not in the rule book.
It can't be the rule.
She didn't want to admit that she f***ed up.
Right.
And she should have, redone the down.
But we're not bitter at all. So
we can.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
WNFC
Next
Flag.
year we'll have to get you out there.
We'll see. Hopefully not everything is scheduled.
I mean, I'm
going to
get you to play tackle. That's my.
We have talked about this. My bones are made out of
I
glass.
think Lori's head would fall off.
It would.
And I don't think I could forgive myself if I was like, Lori, come play for the Falcons, and then you got hurt.
It does sound fun. It sounds fun, just like lighting people up. But I would tackle one person and I would break every bone in my body.
We'll work on it.
So yeah, I guess that this is the second year for WNFC Flag, and I hope that just continues to grow, and I think it will. I think it'll continue to grow. I think that's something fun that they've started. So.
Oh, do you know what they did that was really different?
What?
So they supplied our flags.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
that's
flags
right.
were really different.
Really?
Yeah. So there was no belt on the flags, which I actually liked.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little like clip, like a little U clip that went like over the waistband on your shorts. And then you clipped your flag in, like into this, and then if it got pulled, the flag
So
came
there's
out.
no pop. It was a
Interesting.
clip.
It was a clip, not a popper. And I really liked it because it kind of standardized it a bit more.
Yeah.
Because we all know in flag, like people wear their belts a little bit looser.
Yep.
They'll kind of move their flags behind their hips and it just there was none of that. There was no like, oh, I'm going to like have my belt a little looser. My flags will wrap around my body.
Yep.
It standardized it, which I really liked.
And on top of that, like poppers, like especially like brand new poppers, they're really hard to get off. So it's like these clips, it's like what you said,
perfect.
Standard.
Yeah. They weren't perfect. But I was talking to Janice Masters. She's the WNFC, the league commissioner. And they're thinking about how to make them better. Like they did kind of fly off your waistband a bit. Sometimes they came out when they weren't supposed to come out. But I think they're going to improve them.
I think what would be the best solution is if you made shorts that just had them sewed in, right?
Oh.
So that way they couldn't really move, and then they just pop off.
So you'd have to buy those kind of shorts.
Yeah, but I mean, the belts are already so goddamn expensive anyway.
That's so true.
Like
For
think
what
about
they
it.
are.
Yeah.
The belts and the flags together, they cost like $20
20 or 15.
all together.
16.
I thought the flags and belt were like separate.
We just did the jersey order for the
Okay.
Sting. $16.
$16.
Yep.
So it's like extra 20.
They went up $1.
They went up $1.
What the hell, shrooms?
And I haven't been when we got those yellow ones from Temu. Quick tip for all you teams out there. Temu has sometimes you can find really good flags off Temu. Like just as good.
like
as
How much per flag? 20 cents?
like $2.
$2.
yeah,
Yeah.
hella cheap.
great.
It's great for practice.
They're not always available because like those yellow ones we got, those are just as good as Shrooms or Sonic, whatever the hell they're called.
Well, I remember like when we were testing them, I don't know who I gave them to, but we were like tug of warring on it.
Yeah.
Like it was really hard to pull. It's like, damn, this is
But
gonna
like
be
they're
so good
not
in practice.
always,
Yeah.
you can't always find them though. They're
Yeah.
not, you kind of have to keep an eye out for them. But like we got them, it was like $2 a flag
Put the
versus
link in your
15.
Amazon storefront.
Yeah. So, 'cause, like the other ones we get that are pops, like they're almost as good, but they're not quite as good.
Yeah.
But like when you can get the actual same ones where like they have the rivets in the head or whatever, like those are
I
nice.
wonder what they're gonna do. Like, is maybe that's not gonna be a thing for USA Flag or USA for like that kind of flag. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I agree with you. Like, it does standardize it more. It's like I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think it's
Make them wear a
more
leotard
consistent.
so that there's no way the shirt can get over them.
Oh my hell.
You know, really just go all in.
So okay, well that's WNFC Flag
Any-
tournament.
Anything else you want to add, Kelly? This is your episode.
Yeah,
My
this is
episode?
your
Oh,
episode.
wow. Oh my gosh. Cut.
The lights got a little too bright.
Guys, I was so determined to do like one continuous shot with no cuts. God damn it.
No, you've been great. You've been great.
I mean, because we were talking
Did you
before.
see me like,
I was just like, well,
I have to have a brain now? This wasn't in my notebook.
Kelly shows up to our house like a notebook full of like all these notes. I'm like, Kelly, you're not gonna need those. You're good. We're just gonna chat. You're
The
gonna
memory
be
of a
fine.
goldfish right here, man. I need all my notes.
It was cute though. It was adorable.
Well, it's like I kind of felt bad. You were like looking through your notes. I was like, all right, Kelly, it's probably time to put the notebook down. Like,
Take it out of my cold, dead fingers. Pry it from
So you
me.
didn't even need it.
yeah,
You're
good.
just fine. It was great. I mean, besides the whole mic adjustment, like
Oh, yeah, I hope I
think it
didn't
was.
like screw up
No,
the audio.
it's,
too
it's,
much.
No.
it's fine. You're just gonna sound far away for a lot of it.
They'll be like, wow, that girl's clearly never done a podcast before.
I mean, this is our. So they say 10 is the big threshold, like when the metrics get better for you.
10?
So 10. So we're
We're
one
almost
step
there.
closer.
Almost
One
there.
step closer.
We get
That's a
lot of work,
a
guys.
whopping 13 views for.
Let's see what's
No
the.
way, you guys get way more views than that.
We usually
Okay,
get around
yeah,
100.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's your best platform, would you say? Is it
YouTube.
YouTube.
It is YouTube.
Very
would've
surprised.
thought?
I thought it was gonna be Spotify
I
or
thought-
Apple.
Yeah, because people listen in their car. They're not going to be on YouTube. That's when I listen to it. Is
Yeah.
when I'm driving.
Well, I think people, and I've talked to like some people that have given me feedback, and they said that I will add like clips in there. I'll add like video footage of whatever we're talking about, and so I think people want to go in and watch it. Is from what I'm hearing. So, but yeah,
Well, it's
YouTube.
like
I thought
in
YouTube was
our
going to be the last.
YouTube, our what's it called? The shorts. Like we sometimes get thousands of views on our shorts.
Yeah,
I
the
would
shorts
think that
really
YouTube
surprised me.
is the one to monetize off of
Yeah,
too.
it's like if you want to get big on one, that's the best one to get big on.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that like I fully expected our Apple podcast plays and our Spotify plays to be like the
that's
bulk of
what I
it.
would- if you had said, what do you think is I would have said Apple. On the 11th episode, you're going to be looking back like, man, 100 views, that's chump change.
We'll see. I mean, here's
I
the thing.
hope so.
In the end, it's just for it's these for fun.
Yeah, time flies when you just love talking about flag football.
Well, and I think the most interesting thing will be to see how this whole the Nita Crouch take plays out.
I know.
Because like we've already seen lost 5 followers.
We just
you
lost
know.
5
Honestly,
followers
now's
today.
the time before you like if you haven't like really like hit your full potential yet, like
Well,
now's
it's
the
like
time to
my
try things to
and
get
we
more
say that in that
followers.
episode. I don't know if that made it. We might have cut that, but like part of me is just like, you know, if this whole project dies because we like stuck to our
Because you had an
convictions,
opinion,
you
like,
know, about it, like
yeah.
so be it, whatever, you know, because like
Those girls don't have that much power. There's far more people that are
my
interested
thing
in
is, it's
flag
just like,
football than them.
Yeah.
you know, this isn't our livelihood or whatever. Like
Yeah.
we can, and like the nice thing about right now is like we're beholden to no one, so we can take
You don't
whatever
have a sponsor
take.
to keep happy. You don't have.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
You
You can
know.
talk about whatever. You
And it's
can
not like-
bash on the national team all day long.
I
if you
know.
want
And,
to.
and it's not like I look, so just so you know, if you're listening to this episode, a lot of the more egregious stuff we cut out.
Oh
Like,
yeah, when you said, oh, I don't know if this made the cut. Like in my mind, I was just like, yeah, because there were a lot of cuts.
because
like,
in the end we wanted to be fair, right?
Yeah.
And like some of the takes we had were pretty charged, right? And like I didn't want to, like, you know, as much as we were being critical of Vanita Crouch and the USA football program, women's national team program, like in the end I wanted to be fair and be measured. Kind of true. I want to be measured with our take, because like there were some things we said that like they weren't measured. Like when we shoot our episodes, we're very like open, whatever, say whatever, and then like we go back through and like try to keep the more mindful things out in, and like the more like, you know, there's just certain things that we said that like would I stand by it?
Charged up.
Would I
yeah.
stand by it? 100% I would
Yeah.
stand by it. But does it need to be said in that way? Probably not, you know?
Yeah.
And that's where it's just like having a very, you know, if we're going to take a take like that, I want to be as measured as possible.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, you know, that wasn't even our first take, because in episode 4, we actually went through the whole Vanita Crouch, and we talked about Vanita Crouch. We weren't really planning on leaving her out in episode 4, but there was just you know, kind of like what Ben was saying, it was emotions started to get, you know, the best of us. And I think, you know, with episode 5, we definitely wanted to be fair and just kind of speak from a concerned point of view. And so, yeah, like I would say, you know, there was a lot of thought that was put into this. Cause we had it originally in episode 4. And
I don't think we want to be trolls, right?
No, yeah.
Like that's not, and I even think we hesitate so much for that episode, because like we don't want to bring down the sport, we don't bring down people.
Yeah.
But in the end, I just like, if it comes down to it, it's like I stand by everything we said. I think what anybody better hope is that nobody bigger than us picks up that story, because anybody with a football mind, anybody who understands quarterbacking is going to see, they can watch 10 minutes and they're going to be like, yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on with this?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So, yeah, Kelly, thank you.
Thanks for
so
having
much
me.
for coming
I love chatting
on.
with my football besties.
yeah.
It was great. Love having you.
Yeah, we're about to have Lluvia on. We're excited about have our first international guest.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good time.
Yeah. So.
Because we're not
Anyways.
ending an episode. We're introducing Lluvia.
Yeah. Now we're under. I thought that's what we were gonna do. We
So
were
do
gonna
it right now.
We're gonna introduce her.
Yeah, like,
Did I not introduce her in the interview?
yeah, but do it again. You got it.
Okay. Well, next segment you're gonna meet Lluvia from Mexico. So
Very, very nice.
okay, cool. Signing off. We'll see you
Like,
guys on the flip.
subscribe.
I hate that.
Don't be a
I
hater.
need to tell Jax I don't like that.
What? It's
Like
that's what
and
you do,
subscribe.
though.
I don't like it.
Every
Don't
podcast
like,
does
don't
it.
subscribe.
No, we
we
what
don't
you
care.
wanna do.
We don't care.
Do what you want to do is the thing. I know there's viewers out there that they don't subscribe, but they still listen. So you
View,
do you.
like, subscribe.
Do whatever you want to do. I'm not
It's
telling
just-
you what
there's
to
just
do.
certain
This
things
is just for fun.
It's just things you do, you know?
It's just
It's
for
just something
fun.
you do.
We need to have a different sign off because I don't like it.
Don't like it.
We need to
Don't
be-
subscribe. We don't care.
Don't like us, don't subscribe.
but I do care a little bit.
So that's
I
why you
just
say
wanna,
like
but I
and
just want to. I
subscribe.
just don't want to boss someone around. You do you. We would love the
So
support.
would you please like and
Would you
subscribe?
please?
Would you be
Would you
so
please, sir?
kind?
Thank you.
Just one like, please.
Okay. We're signing off now. What the Okay, it's too late. Love you guys. Love the support. We'll chat on the next time. Hey, everyone. This is Lluvia. She plays flag football down in Mexico. She has graced us with her presence, talking about Tochella, talking about, her life and about flag football. So Kelly wasn't on the phone call with us last Sunday. So this is our co-host for
the day.
this. Yeah, for the day. We usually have
Okay,
Lauren, but Kelly's been so great to get on with us and be the other co-host. So
Excited to chat.
yeah. So,
Perfect. I was a little bit nervous now.
Yeah, no, it's a little different when it's like starting to record, when it's
Yeah.
and I would say just the biggest thing is it's kind of like on Sunday. You start chatting and you just go with it, you know what I mean? So just feel
Yes.
comfortable just about talking about anything, you know.
Yeah, and it's just flag football, so
Yeah.
it will be okay.
That's all it is. It's just flag football, and you love flag football, so
Yes.
we know you can talk about it. I was telling Kelly earlier, like just to even get on a phone call to go through bullet points on what we want to talk about. We talked for like what
30 minutes.
Yeah.
or 30 yeah. So it's like it was already like such just going over bullet points is already 30 minutes, you know. So I think this interview, this chat's gonna be just fine. So Lluvia, if you can kind of go into depth on, you know, how you got into flag football, your love for the sport, and then we'll go from there.
Hi, thank you. Well, I think that I was always in love with sports, but I didn't know flag football. And I think I started a little bit late I think, because I started when I entered to the university and I was already 19. The first time I practiced, so I think it's a little bit late
Yeah.
for a new
She
sport.
thinks, oh my goch, you think it's late? We're like in our 30s.
I'm like, oh, I can relate to this.
Yeah,
we're playing
for
it.
me, I felt like it was very
Lluvia,
late because
what
I
age do
I
most
see
people start
kids.
playing? Yeah, what age do most people start playing?
Well, right now they start to play like at 12, 15 at
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's when you talk to them, they all play like from the 15, from the 15.
Wow.
And I was 19 trying a new thing, and it was like very challenging for me to come to a new sport and to try to make it on a higher level too soon, you know?
Yeah.
What was your previous
And
sport?
I was in soccer, taekwondo,
Oh wow.
basketball. I
That's
don't
cool.
know if it's cool in English and Spanish.
No, you're nailing it.
Yeah,
You're nailing it.
that's perfect.
Perfect. And then, well, I started in college, so I
What
do
university
4
did you go
years.
to?
Cetis Universidad.
Okay.
It's a university in Mexico. Well, you have 3 campuses, and they opened the program of flag football when I just entered the college.
Oh.
So I have been in the program since day one, first as a
Wow.
That's
player,
so cool.
and now I'm in the same program as a coach.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So you've been
yeah.
there through it
So
all.
yeah, I have been there from everything. So from the start, when we didn't have like enough space to training, and now we have like scholarships. They have lockers. They have like a American football. I don't know how you say the really camp, the el campo
Field.
when you play.
The
Field.
fields. Oh,
Yeah,
fields.
the
Okay.
field.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I told you I know Spanish, Lluvia.
Yeah, thank you. I just forgot the name.
No, you're
But
good. You're doing
right,
great.
Yeah.
yeah, right now they have like a field to train.
Hey Ben.
Did we lose her?
Yeah. Are you on like
No.
internet right now?
Uh-oh.
Gosh dang it.
Call her back.
Oh,
It
we
cut
got
out.
her.
She's back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I think I lost connection. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I was just saying that actually my parents didn't want me to buy me cleats because they thought that it was like a face of me. And right now it's like, oh, I have been.
You're
Flag
diving
football's
into
not
it.
just a phase.
Yeah, it wasn't just a face. So
So
I started with the college
Lluvia,
team.
real quick, like where in the pedagogy of like sports, right? Like, or that's
Excuse
a
me?
bad word.
Yeah.
In like the realm of sports in Mexico, like where's flag football place? Like how popular is it compared to like soccer,
Yeah.
basketball? Like how does it
Well,
rank?
right now, I think it's very popular with kids. I don't. It's not really popular in professional because we just had a start with the professional league from last year, so we didn't have any of that. But when I started, it was not very popular. It was popular on the center of Mexico, but no in my area. But they play like some kind of flag football where it's a middle point from American football and flag football when you like make press. You have flags, but you can press,
Uh-huh.
and it was 9-9. That
Interesting.
was very popular. Yeah,
Huh.
that was very popular when I start, and then we changed to sevens, and
Was
then
that a
we
huge change? Going from
yeah,
nines to sevens?
but and I think the biggest change was going from sevens to fives when they populars like the world games and the world championships. Mexico won on 2012, I
Uh-huh.
think,
Yeah.
and I think that it's when all the country was like, "Oh, I want to play that," so everyone changed from sevens to fives.
Right. Okay. That when you were going to college, was it fives like right off the bat, or was
No,
it sevens? Okay, so
we started playing sevens, and I think like for my 4th year we started to play fives,
yeah.
and then we disappeared sevens.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you
Was
never
it
looked
like
back.
7 screens or like traditional like?
It sounds like it's
Traditional
okay.
sevens.
Okay.
The ones with screen, it was the 9-9, and it was very rude. I played, and it was very fun, but it's a little bit different.
Is the sevens here in the U.S. like what the like boys play? Like is that screen as
Sevens,
well?
No, like
I think the college play that, but they have screen.
I
I
yeah,
think they can
yeah.
screen the center, can screen the rusher.
Yeah.
We didn't have that right here.
Okay.
So yeah, NAIA they do 7 screen.
Yeah.
But you were saying that
Yeah.
you're doing traditional 7-on-7 just passing,
Yeah.
5 receivers for 7 defenders.
But so like down in Mexico, it's just all fives now, right? For college or
I think no, for college it's fives
okay.
because I think Mexico tried to, I don't know, like organize the country for the World Championships, and the sevens doesn't play really anywhere but
Yeah.
the US.
Yep.
So they changed everything. You have like a little nationals of versus seven, but really right now 5 versus 5 it's
Yeah.
mostly played.
Which do
See
you
that
prefer?
like I mean really quick. So I think it'll be very interesting because the colleges, the universities here in the U.S. they're doing sevens, and
Yeah,
so it's just
I
like
think
how's that gonna are they gonna transition to fives like what the
yeah.
Olympic format is doing, or are they gonna stick with sevens? Like
It's kind
I,
of a
I think
crossroads.
I always thought of that because Mexico universities play sevens on sevens in the university nationals. But they change it to fives. And US it doesn't oh, no lo ha cambiado. In the US, they didn't change it, and they still play in sevens on sevens. But
yeah,
I think that because college want like more athletes on their roster, and they can have like 20 people on their rosters, and that reflects on people on the school.
yeah,
You can have a large program on your school and no, like you don't need a lot of people with fives.
gotcha.
I think that it's the reason for schools to have a bigger to play sevens.
Yeah. So you had a question. I interrupted
Well,
you.
I'm just curious. Do you prefer sevens or do you prefer fives since you've done both at the collegiate
Yeah.
level?
Oh, at first I prefer sevens, but right now I just forgot sevens.
Yeah.
I'm in love with five.
Yeah. No, I think sevens would be interesting because schematically wise, you kind of have to change things. Especially like the colleges here, what the women's are doing is like you can screen.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
seven
can screen. So
Yes.
I think it adds a little bit more variety in defense. But I've only played fives,
I've
and
only played fives.
fives is a lot of fun. So
Yes, I don't really know why they took that decision, but they still doing it.
yeah.
Here we are.
Here we
I
are.
really suspect
They-
that they set their rules like a long time ago, and now they've a pretty set like infrastructure. Like there's quite a few. I think there's almost 50 colleges now that do it, and so changing it would be an undertaking. I just imagine eventually, like I think
kind of have to be on the same page somewhere.
One at some point.
Yeah, because when we started playing sevens and we struggled a little bit to go from sevens to fives because some players didn't get enough room on the fives game.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of scholarships that they were in the school, but uh, we didn't have them play on the team because they from sevens to fives we didn't need them as much
Yeah.
as because you don't need a bigger team, you know.
That's so
Right.
hard. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
how many players do you run with? Is it like 10 or 12?
On a roster.
Yeah, on a roster. Sorry.
Right now on roster you have at most 14.
Okay.
Yeah. So in school, like for every program, you have like 17 because I try to make different divisions to maybe when you enter to college, you play one division, and from going past years, maybe from the last years, you're playing the first division.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. And so I'm assuming it's a high school sport there as well, right?
Yeah,
Or is
but
it?
it's high school sport, yes, but well, in our school they have scholarships, and some schools have, but it's a little bit. We don't have so many high schools,
Yeah.
but in the public system schools, there are a lot of schools that play flag football.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's
Yes.
where the US is trying to get right now is get
Yes.
bigger in the
Is it Cleveland or Cincinnati? that
Ohio.
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 That just sanctioned.
Ohio
Yeah.
may sanction it yesterday.
Yep. So
Wild.
we're trying to get there.
Maybe in Utah
It's crazy.
someday.
Hopefully in Utah someday.
So Lluvia, one thing we were kind of interested in is like for us when we first found out that like flag football was big in Mexico, it was kind of surprising to us. Like we had no idea, right? It was a really like we played Osas in 2023, and like we're like, oh, a team from Mexico, like how cool.
And they're really good.
Yeah, like
Really,
they're
really,
good.
really
Like,
good.
What could you give us a little bit of background, like how it kind of started out there, like at least your understanding of it, and like how it's kind of come to be at this
Out
point?
there where?
Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was thinking about that question, and I think that what benefits us is that you can almost play every day in a league here, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe in Tijuana it's not that popular, but around the area you can find a league for every day of the week. So
And
almost
year
every day.
round, huh? I would
Yeah.
imagine too.
And year
Yeah,
round,
that's
yeah.
huge.
That's
So if you want, you never stop playing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that what make us like good very quickly, you know, because if you play every day, you get good.
Yeah. Yep.
in every aspect of the game, and I think the Mexicans are, in generally, are very intelligent for the game. I mean, strategicamente.
Strategically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We know what you mean.
because
Yeah.
yeah, because we have American football here, but it's a more cost game.
It's less
So
accessible too.
yeah,
Right? Like
it's
you need
less
pads,
accessible.
you need more
Yeah,
personnel.
but we have the
40-person
passion,
team.
you know.
Yeah.
I think we have the passion, so everyone that didn't could make it maybe in some team, you can because of weight, size, or everything you can think of. Flag football gives an opportunity, and for women also, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it became so popular here.
And so you've played for OSAs before, right?
Yes.
And then what other
So-
teams? I know you played with.
Yeah, like
some-
walk through your playing history. Like you went to college, started playing there, and then like go from there.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of history right there. So
I want to hear it. We want to hear it all.
I played in college with OSAS, but then the college when I graduate changed the name to Zorros. So we take the name as
I've seen Zorros.
graduates. Yeah, as we graduate, we take the name and we make like our team, and we call it still Osas because everyone who plays there at the start was from the college, you know.
Okay.
So
So
I
OSIS is
have
just a club
played.
now. OSIS is just a club. It's not
Yeah,
associated
it's
with the
a
school.
club
Okay.
So
right now,
there's a
and
Zoros
Zorros.
and an Osis,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Okay.
Zorros is in the school, is the school team, and we make Club Osas.
So you started with OSIS too, like you were from the
Yes.
you were
Founding member.
yeah, like a founding member, a pioneer with
yeah.
all of these teams. That's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Yes, and then I have played only really in Osas. I have played in like, I don't know how you call it, like when selecciones,
Oh, I don't.
when you make a team from different people to go to somewhere else.
Club, like yeah, there's not really a selections. It's like AAU. It's like
Oh, okay. AAU,
you know, yeah,
something
like
that.
a
Yeah.
team that you try out for.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I have played for the state to go to nationals, and we went as Osas to at the international bowl.
Okay.
And when COVID happens, I play for so-called dogs. I don't know if you knew that league.
No.
Well, in US they make like a professional league for 1 year. They try to do it. So I play for the so-called dogs. That it was from
Oh,
San
that's
Diego.
so cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. So and then I turned my ACL. So from now then,
Oh,
yes. From that time to now, I reduced my playing time. I just play with us as in some tournaments, but I'm not at that level from before, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What year did you tear your ACL?
Why?
What year did you?
how?
What year? ¿Qué año?
20. Yeah, I'm recalling. I guess it was 2021 in Tochella.
oh no!
Yeah.
Full circle.
We were playing also we were playing the semifinals, I think, or the finals, I don't recall. And I in a play I didn't want to lose, so I tried to stop an extra point, and accidents happen, you know.
Oh,
Shoot.
dang. What
I think-
position did?
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. She dropped her earbud.
AirPod.
Yeah. And I think you're gonna have to cut my, I'm saying it a lot.
I didn't even notice.
We're not even
Oh,
noticing.
I'm noticing.
No.
I was telling Lori because you told me like, oh, I don't speak very good English. I'm like, everyone from Mexico who tells me they don't speak good English speaks
you all
great
speak
English.
Yeah.
Like you're doing
This is great.
It's amazing.
Thank you. So I turned my ACL into Tochella, and from that time to now, I can play, but I decide to not play at the higher levels because I want to have my knees
Yeah.
from the rest of my life.
That's kind of nice.
Yes. So I played Division 2 with a lot of teams, pandas, mantarrayas, anything you can. But last year I decided to play Division 2 on Mexico Nationals, and we won.
Wow! Congrats!
So now I'm trying to collect championships on the nationals as a coach and in every division.
Yeah, there you go.
So are these the
Yeah.
Mexican nationals? Like, is this like a national championship in Mexico?
Yes.
Okay.
Mexico have a national championship on November, and from that championship they make a list of the persons who are candidate to be on Mexico's team.
I see.
Yes. So if you want to be on the Mexico roster for the World Games and everything, you need to go
have
to
to be
that
at
tournament.
nationals.
Yes.
Okay.
You have
And,
to be
and
in
now,
that tournament.
do only Mexican clubs play in that? I assume, right?
Sometimes there's people from other countries. I think that Panama comes, and I think like Colombia or something.
Okay.
But they don't make list of the nationals.
Right.
But it's an open tournament, so you can come.
Right. What else is required to be on the national team? You have to go to nationals, and then like do you have to go like
Make the
tryouts?
list.
Okay, you make the list.
Yeah, you make the list. That's right now. It's the only way. They do tryouts in another year, in others, but right now you have to make the list from the nationals. So you have to play division 1. For you, it's a pro division, and they start to see games from quarterfinals to finals.
Okay.
So your team has to be good in advance
Yeah.
to appear in the list.
You have to qualify.
Because they go to see the games, but they can't see every game.
Yeah.
So they really start watching games from quarterfinals. Sometimes they know that they have to see a specific game, but if they don't know you, the better way is being a team that is
Make it to
going
finals.
well.
Yep.
Yeah, to make it finals, maybe in
Worth their
semifinals
time.
or something like and be in the pro division. Then you make the list and you have like accept the invitation. And from that the process is very, very long, because it doesn't matter where you live, you have to go to train to Mexico City almost 1 or 2 times a month.
Yeah.
It depends from the how close you are to the tournament. So if you have to go 3 times, 4 times to make a smaller list, and they have like a lot of requirements in the process, like Zoom calls, they have to go to the gym, train, send like videos of what are you doing, because they have like a plan established.
Yeah.
So you have to complete everything and go advancing in the process of the list. And at the end, they have like an 18 list. And from that list, they decide who goes to Worlds but it's a really, really long process.
Yeah.
Really competitive process, it sounds like.
Yes. And I think it's more difficult for the people that is not in Mexico City, because you don't have like support from them. You have to pay your own expenses to go to training.
Really?
And isn't that the story of women's sports?
Yeah.
It's also the same with the boys right here. I think right now it's from flag football.
It's like it's just not
football.
like quite popular enough where I feel like the money's just flowing in that it can get paid for.
Yes.
So it's like it's the same thing here in the US, you know.
Yes, I hope maybe they have like sponsor in the future.
Yeah.
So we try to make OSAS like association to get funding from other people to found our players to go to the trainings.
Yeah. So like Utah Sting, the team we play for, we've kind of set up association. We've set up a nonprofit so we can get those sponsors. And so like, does Mexico, they don't allow you to do that, or like, are you in the process of?
We were trying, but it's a process a little bit longer right here, and it's very legal. So it's not that easy.
Yeah.
And well, you need like various people to be available financially to be on the association.
Oh, really? Huh. Interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
Because you are taking money from other people.
Yep.
So you need to tell the government like, hey, I'm taking this money and using it for this. So it's very difficult to manage right here.
Yeah. No, I mean,
and a little bit expensive.
I mean, and expensive. We're fortunate. Like Ben is a lawyer, and so he was able to. Yeah, he was actually able to set that up for us. So it's like we didn't have to pay for any like
legal. It still took us a
legal.
year.
Yeah, it still took us a long time. It took us a while. So, but we didn't have to pay for any legal fees and have to. Reach out to, because I think another thing is like, who do you even reach out to? Who do you start talking to get that
like
set
how do you
up?
know?
Like, how do you
like,
know?
What are the steps? What's the path?
With us, we have a lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So we have two lawyers in NASA.
There you
So
go.
they do everything for us.
Now, do they
From
play on the
the rest,
team? They play on the team, or are they like
they
coaches? Of it?
played. They
Wow.
played. So
Wow.
they are like that. Are coaching and lawyer stuff.
Those are the best kind of
That's-
teammates to have. Coach, lawyer, all
Yes.
the hats.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they register the name and everything.
Yeah. So wait, so what position do you play?
I play linebacker.
Linebacker. There
Okay.
you go. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you've got to react pretty quickly to the quarterback.
I love it playing linebacker. Everything in the defense, but I think my best position or the one that I manage, it's linebacker.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm good right now, but I was very good.
I want to see some videos. I'll go stalk you up on Instagram and go watch your videos
That's
because
right.
you're probably really fast.
Something tells me. Something tells me.
So, okay, how did you get into coaching then? What's the story there?
Another funny story. Yeah, it was. I started as an assistant coach with the U15 team. In the school because we were struggling with coaches because they have like a lot of divisions, like U15, U18,
Is this
and
U15
college.
like the national Mexico's?
The SETIs team. Like,
Oh, the SETI team.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
okay,
was the
okay.
Cetis team.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in the Cetis team. I started when I was playing there, and I do it like how do you know, like extra work from the college.
Okay.
I don't recall how you say it in English when you
Like
say,
just
say in
like-
Spanish.
when you cuando tienes una beca, when you have a scholarship, you have to do extra
Oh,
work.
to get like extra
Okay.
hours.
Extras. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Extracurricular.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah, like
yeah, como extracurricular activities. So I
Okay.
started coaching in that way.
okay.
Was that so
So,
rewarding to coach younger players?
I discover always in my life I thought that I never wanted to be a teacher, but I discovered that I really like teaching. You know.
There you go.
Yeah, and I love flag football, so sharing that passion with little girls, it was
Teaching and
very
flag football,
yeah,
put that together.
All in one.
and it was perfect. So I started doing the extra work, and when I graduate, I started a position as assistant coach, and from that, I have always been coaching.
Was that assistant coach at the college team, the collegiate team?
Yeah,
Okay.
I coach. Right now, I coach college, high school, and we have like an academy from kids from 10 to 15.
Oh wow.
So I coach every level, but just in the defensive side.
Okay. Gotcha.
So you're like flag football all day. Every
Yeah,
day.
so this is full time. Are these are full-time jobs?
I wish.
Yeah.
I also have another job.
Oh my gosh.
So
I get it.
I have a job in the morning. I'm a programmer, web
Oh,
web
okay.
developer.
Okay.
I'm a web developer on the mornings and coach in the afternoon
Yeah.
and night.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's
when do you
fun.
find
It's a
time to
little
play?
bit that's why I stopped playing really because from the time I started coaching more, I didn't have time to train that well and I don't like to not perform that well. So I try to make it just for fun.
Yeah.
So I play at divisions that I can have fun and that are not really like pushing pressure on me from the training side.
Yeah.
Because I can only train like 2 times a week, maybe play one game of the week,
Yeah.
and the other times I'm just coaching.
Yeah, that makes sense. So would you
Yeah.
want it to eventually be a full-time job? Do they offer
It's a
that?
good
Do they
question.
offer like on a collegiate level, do they pay like their coaches like full time? Do they
I think that maybe one day they could pay more, but right now I don't think like it's in plans to make it
Yeah.
because we only go to the school like 4 hours a day,
yeah.
and we make it at night, and we have a lot of games on the weekends, but you need to have I would love to have like 2 trains a day, or maybe have time to videotaping or something.
Yeah.
But right now they don't have like, I don't know how you call it, dinero, tiempo. Well, the money they invest, there is not enough right now.
The
But
budget.
I think, yeah, the budget. That
There
was
we go.
yeah.
Kelly found
That was the word
it.
I was looking, because it's not about the money, it's about the budget.
Right.
Right now, the budget for flag football is not that big, because you don't have like a season, or we have a season locally, but you don't have a season in school national.
Okay.
You only go to tournaments that are national for school, but it's like 2 times a year, so the budget is not that big. When a sports in college goes, like you have like a season all year in in different parts of the country, then you have a lot of
Like the soccer
you have
season.
more. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have more budget. So
Right.
I think that
Is there other women's sports that are like more popular that have bigger budget, or is it?
yes,
So
right
which
now
sports are those?
basketball team and volleyball team
Interesting.
are really good sports in our school, and they have more budget because they play all year in different places.
Okay.
So but I think that flag football will come to that.
Yeah.
And I think that my school that has a lot of support for flag football will eventually give more budget. But right now it's not in the necessity. So right now they don't only have like part-time jobs.
Gotcha.
Flag is just growing so fast that I would imagine
Yes.
it'll be there before we know it. It's crazy how
Yeah,
fast.
I think every coach is talks already about that. So I think that it's just matter of time. But I think it will be like in 5 years.
Yeah.
That must be
I
so
think.
exciting to be part of that, just like
Yes.
explosive
Yeah.
growth and in at the ground level. That
Yeah.
must be so cool.
Well, we've been a part of it for like every stage of,
Yeah.
you know, the football life, you know, like being there right when it starts at college, and then, you know, right when like OSA started, like OG there. You know, like that's going to be really exciting. That's very,
Yeah, it's really exciting. And I think about going full-time coaching, because I started an academy from a part of the college team for kids younger. But right now, I also have my job.
yep. Yep. No, I mean, we get that
And
over
I love
here.
my job.
Yeah. Yeah. You what was it again? You
Web
program
developer.
web developer. Okay.
Yes.
For what company? What exactly do
I'm
you
a
do?
freelance.
Oh,
I'm a
really?
freelance.
Okay.
So I have clients, and I make web page
Okay.
and different like web apps
Yeah.
from different necessities.
Fun. And that's did you like learn that, or did you study that from the college that you attended?
In college, I study graphic design,
Oh, okay.
but as an engineer.
Okay.
We have that in Mexico. It's like graphic design, but as an engineer. So they, in CETIS Universidad, they are more like into physics and mathematics and programming. So I translate that in just making a web developer.
Dang, that's nice. So you have your own clients. You can just work when you
Yes.
want to.
Make your own schedule.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yes, it's the only way to do it, because if you don't own your schedule, it's impossible to go to the tournaments, to the games, because sometimes the tournaments, it takes like 5 days from the traveling to the different divisions. So if you don't have like your own schedule,
Yeah.
it's impossible to be there,
Yeah.
to be asking for permission.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to some of the girls that's on the USA national roster, and they say, yeah, they all have to have like mobile jobs, you know, for them to, because like kind of like what you were mentioning, what Mexico does, where it's like you have to fly in. If you're not from Mexico City, you have to fly in and, you know, like 2-3 times a month, and depends on when tournaments are coming up. And so it's like, it's
There's
kind of
not
like the
enough
same.
PTO in the world for that.
No.
Yes.
So,
No,
yeah.
there's not.
So yeah, like the girls that are on the roster right now, some of them were saying like they also have to have the remote jobs for
Yes,
that
it's
to
the only
happen.
way to make it.
Yep.
You can play at this level or coach at this level and have a steady job
Yeah.
5 days a week,
Yep.
9 to
nine to
5.
five.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
You need the flexibility. Wow.
yes,
Well, that's so impressive, just making it work. Like whatever it takes, like flexible job, flexible work hours. That's amazing. Kudos to you.
yes. Because I don't know if you after a tournament how you feel on Mondays. I think like a truck passed me by,
I can relate to that.
and I don't want to work.
The last thing you want to do is jump in the car and go sit at a desk for 8 hours after
Yes,
playing in a
No,
tournament
thank
all
you.
weekend.
Hard pass.
and nobody asking me if I want.
That's right. They're the important questions.
Oh my goodness. So Tochella happened what, a couple of weeks ago? How'd
I think 2 weeks
was
ago,
it
right?
2 weeks ago?
Yes, I think.
So give us kind of a rundown what Tochella is. What's that tournament?
Coachella right now is the biggest tournament on this area. You have like another two tournaments in Mexico that are that big, but right now closest to the US, I think is the most bigger one. And the amazing part of this team is excuse me, the amazing part of this tournament is they have like a really good level from every state of the country. They come right here to Ensenada. It's like 1 hour and a half from Tijuana. I think that 2 hours from San Diego, maybe.
Yeah, we saw San Diego
And
Blitz there. I don't know if you know
Yeah.
that team, that US team, San
yes,
Diego Blitz.
they did it great this year
Yeah.
because I think they came last year, but they didn't did really well, I think. And this year they really make it to I think quarterfinals or semifinals. I don't
Okay.
recall.
There you go.
So they make a very good job.
Yeah.
So they have like teams from the US, from San Diego. This year one from Florida, Casey
Really?
University. Yeah, Casey
Oh,
Wow.
University came as 1225.
Was
so
that Kaiser?
Yeah, it's Kaiser.
yeah,
Kaiser.
yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
sorry,
okay, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
okay.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
We got it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
okay, that
interesting.
makes sense because we saw like Ashley Clam. She's on the
She
U.S.
was
team. She was
coaching.
coaching. Yeah,
Yes, I think maybe they didn't have permission to play, so she went as coach.
yeah,
And but the girls that were playing, they are from the university.
yeah. That's cool. So how many teams? Do
So
you know how many teams total?
I think they have divisions from 8 years, like 8, 10, 12, to pro division, and you have co-ed, men's and women's.
Okay.
And they have like 300 teams, I guess.
Wow.
Wow.
I think,
Very
I
good.
think
So
it was almost
that's a lot
400
of
this year. It
teams.
was like
Wow.
389 or something, like 384.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know it in the middle of 300, 400, but it's the biggest team. It was the biggest tournament they had already.
Okay.
Did many teams come down from the States or was it mostly all Mexican teams?
I think like it was like 5 or 6 from the States.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in the pro division, I don't
Ah.
really see all divisions because it's very difficult. They played in 4 days the tournament, so I just went to 2 days for the divisions I played
Gotcha.
and coach, and they have 19 fields, so you
Wow.
can have like a really good patience or everyone,
Right.
but the ones that make it like to the finals or quarterfinals is the one that you really see.
Right.
And I think that this year I saw like 4 or 5 teams from the US.
Okay. And so, what format is it? Is it the non-contact
Everything
or
is
aired out?
5-5s,
Yeah,
no non-contact.
non-contact. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
And I think it's a very good tournament for the people of the US because you can fly to San Diego and then you cross the border or in a car and just drive to Ensenada.
Yeah,
That's
So
great.
you don't have to fly to Tijuana.
Well, I actually think when we've talked about this, where you know, and the Sting roster, we would all have to get our passports, but definitely like
pretty
on
doable.
our
Yeah.
on our radar for next year. I think we would actually
Yes.
really want to attend
I
that.
just think you have to be prepared from months
Yeah.
from months. But the tournament, they always make it on the same weekend, so you can plan ahead like
So you can
1 year
plan.
ahead.
That's great.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
huge.
It always happens on the 4th of July weekend, and they do it in that day because of you. So not because of us.
So wait,
It's for you
why
to
do it on the
come.
4th of July? I mean, because you
Holiday
made it sound like
weekend.
that not that many American teams come. Is it like so because you want American teams to come? Or?
But they want to the Americans team come. So for the 5 they come right now, or the 10 they come right now, they do it on that day so they
So it's
can,
convenient.
and it's convenient for them, and to set like a specific date to everyone to know. But because in another years you didn't know exactly which date, so the other people can plan ahead too.
Gotcha.
So right now you always know it's gonna be.
Okay.
I just think it's
So if you
funny that like that big
yeah.
tournament in Mexico is on the 4th, and then Canada's biggest
Oh,
tournament
yeah,
is on the
Canada's
4th
too.
every year
Weekend.
too.
Yeah, they have their senior bowl.
Yes.
It's like on the 4th.
You guys are just
every
trying to
year.
get us out of the country on our country's birthday.
And we don't have like a celebration in that around time, but we have like summer vacations. So
It lines up
from
well.
school, and it works well for everyone.
That makes sense. You know, and it is a
Yes.
holiday for US, so like the
Yeah.
potential of like getting time off for
Was there a
work.
tournament in the U.S. on July 4th this year, or no?
San
think that-
Francisco was scheduled for them, but it got canceled.
I can see fireworks anymore because of that.
That's
Because
funny.
I've always had Tochella.
So what team did you play for?
This year I went with ballers in the Masters division. It's like 35.
Masters?
Yes, it's
Interesting.
35. No, wait. It's 30? 30? The
30.
30
30,
and more.
30 and
30,
up.
I told you that
30
I
and up
struggle with that
division.
We
number.
got you. We
Yeah.
got you.
From oh well.
Just say-
sorry.
you know what?
just
she
say
can't. She
20.
can't do this, guys. She messed up Treinta and 50. Like
This interview's done.
We gotta cut this off. This is insurmountable.
30 años o más.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So in the United States,
Or
it's
more.
35. That's when those like that age gap thing, like where they start having 35 and older. It's not 30, it's 35 here.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
waiting a couple more years.
Next
to get
year's
Yeah.
my year. Next year's my year.
No,
I'm
no,
so
sorry.
excited.
I get it wrong. It's not 35. It's 30.
30. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
I was just saying in the United States,
It's
it's not
35.
30, it's 35. Like to be in that
Oh,
older division,
okay.
our equivalent of a master's division would be 35 plus.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Right now for women, it's that year, and for men, it's 35.
Did you
Okay.
enjoy playing in the Masters division?
Yeah, it was very fun. I think it's fun because you don't have a lot of pressure, but you can have fun, and there are really good players in that division.
Yeah.
Maybe you think that, and it's my division, so I don't have to be struggling playing with kids.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you know
Lluvia,
almost
I
everybody.
gotta tell you a quick funny story. So the first time we played OSAs, right? I was talking to your guys' coach a little bit, just because I speak Spanish, and so I was talking to him a little bit, and he was like, we were just talking about our teams, and he's like, I told him how old all our players were, because all our players are like 30 plus, and he's like, oh, son de edad, dos. So like he thought we were
Yes.
so old.
Yes, because when we play, our quarterback had like 17 years
17, yeah.
in
Oh.
Osas. 17.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
That's
you guys
amazing.
were super young.
We felt
Yes.
like senior citizens out there.
There's so much
So-
more energy when we played OSAs, and we were so tired, especially when we played
Yeah, the
Osa's
yellow ones.
white. They were in the white
Yeah.
jerseys.
Yeah.
We played them
Yes.
at Air It Out, and that was after non-contact for the first half of the day. And you just
Well,
they
that
were
was our
nuts.
first tournament as the Sting, and that was the first time we'd ever done 2 formats back to back in one day, and we were feeling it.
Yeah,
We were feeling
we
it.
were old. We were-
So with this tournament, I play Masters and I play recreational. It's like Division 2 right here. And I think it's recreational for you, right?
I
Or no?
so
Comp.
I think
I'd say comp.
It's
we
the
say
pro.
comp or pro. We're starting to
Ah,
have
okay.
more like separate divisions. I honestly, besides like this year, we're starting to see it, but the years before, it's called open. So it's everyone all together.
Everyone
So
all
it's
together.
it's actually kind of nice now. We're starting to see at least like a comp
couple.
division
Yes.
or a pro division.
So I decided to play the comp division and
Okay.
the Masters division, and I won on the Masters.
There you go.
Congrats.
And
Yeah.
and I coach on the pro division, and in the high school division it's like 18 years.
Okay.
So and that's it.
What
But I
teams?
only
What
won
teams
the
did you coach
master.
for?
Zorros on the
Okay.
open division
That's right.
and Osas in the high school division.
And how did they do?
So not very well.
Oh no.
But that's why I'm saying, because we got a very good team, but the competition, it's very, very hard. Yeah, from the start. You don't have like a relaxed game.
Yeah.
You have to
There's no
be
easy
on
pull
your
play games
yeah.
or
No. We were waiting for that. But right now you only have good games.
So how does Tochella set up like the pool play? Do they do it themselves? Because like USA Flag, like we get to
Draft.
it's like a draft or whatever. Like how does
You decide in which division are you playing,
okay.
depending of your players. Because if you have like 2 players that play the open division, you can play on the competition division. So you only
Yeah,
have
okay.
like limited players that play on the open and play on the competition. See, if your team only play the comp division, then you are okay. But they draft the games that you are having, you will be having. So they make like a schedule from dates before,
Gotcha.
and they give you the hours that you're playing.
Okay.
This year I play at 6 a.m. and it was
Oh my
very
gosh,
Wow.
6
Yeah.
a.m.
That's so early.
Yeah.
That's too early.
No.
Yes, the tournament goes from 6 a.m. to like 9 o'clock
Wow.
or something. Yes,
It's a long day.
for 4 days.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's a very big tournament.
Yeah. Were you were there for the all 4 days? Like playing
No,
and
I
coaching
just
or?
went for the last 2 days,
Okay.
because the first 2 days are for kids,
Oh,
and I
okay.
didn't have any team in the
Gotcha.
divisions.
That's what like Worlds, USA Flag, they put on Worlds
Yes.
in January every year, and that's what they kind of do is they'll I think
But they
do-
put like youth in one weekend, and I think adults play in the another weekend.
Oh, they separate the 2 weekends
did they do that this
Yes.
year?
for
Yeah,
for youth
I don't
and
know.
adult. I'm not sure. I think they usually just keep youth on one
But
side and adult on the other
Oh,
side.
as far as like on the fields? Is that what you're saying? Or are you talking
no,
about like
because in another years, like 3 years ago, they make youth on one weekend and adults in another weekend.
I think she's talking about Tochella, not
Yeah, yeah.
USA.
Oh, gotcha.
No.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
talking
Worlds.
about
Yeah.
your world
Yeah,
champion.
I think
Yeah,
she said
I went to play to the adult. I already went to play to your world champions in Panama City,
Oh, okay.
and they didn't have like kids divisions, but right now they have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like
I
they
just
didn't used to have it, but now they do.
Yeah.
On the same
Yeah.
weekend. I see
Gotcha.
what you're
Okay.
saying. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And Tochella, how do they do it at Tochella? Do they have youth and
Well, she was saying youth is the first 2
Youth,
days, right?
Yes.
And then yeah, it's the adults on the
other
last 2 days.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
I see.
Okay. Jeez,
Yes.
that's crazy.
And I didn't make it good in your world championships. It's very difficult format.
Yeah.
Which
advance.
team did you play on at Worlds in Tampa?
We were calling Baja. It was for
Oh, why does
people
that sound
from.
familiar? Baja.
We
What
went
year was
on
that?
2020. I think
Oh, that
we
was
went in
before our time.
2021. 2021.
We did
It
2022.
was in.
That was
It
Crimson
was
Wave's first year.
very very COVID year.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of missed all of that. We
Yeah.
didn't start playing until like 2021, 2022, so we missed all the
Okay.
COVID, the impact of COVID on.
Was that your only time
I
going to Worlds? Was 2021?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recommend stop playing because of COVID. It was not a very good time.
That
Yeah.
would be so sad.
I know,
I don't know what I would
right?
do with all my time.
How hot was it there at Tochella? Was it pretty?
This year was pretty good. It was, I think that's a
Really?
normal temperature. It's not that cold and not that hot because in Ensenada it's hot on the mornings and cold in the afternoon.
Interesting.
And this year I think that the weather was pretty good. But I
What's
can promise
considered
it will
good
be
in your
good for
area?
Yeah.
the.
It could be still like 100.
So
That's fine.
I'm not good with Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's
do-
Say it. What's in Celsius?
Yeah, what's in
Yeah.
Celsius?
Celsius, it was like 26.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, okay.
What is
Like
26?
No,
70,
it was
70,
very
80.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really pleasant.
That's
Yeah,
not
it
bad
was
at all.
Upper
very-
30s
if
is like
you can-
100. Lower 30s is like low
No,
80s.
Oh, okay.
I died with the over 100.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
like,
like-
because, yeah, when we were talking about Tochella, I was thinking in my head, like, in July, that sounds miserable. But, like, yeah, no,
No.
20 Celsius, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, we have pretty good weather. Maybe if you play at noons, maybe you struggle a little bit, but we have very good weather all year round. We have like 4 days with
All right, sign us
with
up next year.
bad weather.
I know, right? Yeah, that's not bad at all. We've played in Vegas before where it's like 110.
Yeah,
So like
nope.
what?
No.
That's like 35,
No.
40 Celsius. Like no, thank you.
Don't sign me up. Don't sign me up.
Hard pass.
It is not fun.
Actually, it's more probably that it get cold, very cold in the night than very hot.
How cold? Like how many centavos, grados, whatever.
Well, it's not that in temperature in Fahrenheit. You can see that it's very cold, but the wind, it's they hit you like very hard, so it feels like it's very cold. But we are not at 0 degrees, but you feel like you are.
Yeah, you feel it. No, like
Yes.
wind. I mean, when you add wind to it, it's a
Football
whole
is a
nother.
little less fun in the
Yeah.
And I think last year it was very windy.
It was in Tampa. I can't remember. It was like our first year in Tampa playing at Worlds. It was like 3 years ago. It was like super cold, but then it was also windy, and it just adds on. Like you're just like you can't get warm, and it's like hard to throw the ball when like the winds come in pretty
Well, you
hard.
pack for Florida.
Yeah,
you pack
so you-
for Florida, and then you get
Yes.
cold temperatures.
So
The
we,
same
we live
happens
in
to me
we live in
when-
Utah, right? And Utah it snows. We get pounded with snow.
Yeah.
And so we're like, oh, we're going to Florida. Like, well, it's basically summertime now.
We
And
don't
then
need
get there,
layers.
It was cold as cold as hell.
Did not pack for layers. It was just shorts and your jersey.
I think that happens to me also in Panama City.
Oh really?
Because it's beach, so I was like, oh, we can go to the beach or walk, maybe. And no, it was freezing. I didn't want to be near that beach.
Yeah.
yeah, far away.
Hard
Yes.
pass. Who ended up winning the women's?
Atenas.
What is it?
Atenas is a very good team from Ensenada.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
How long have they been around?
Since I have memory, well, but they started like OSAS in a high school,
Oh, okay.
but the athletes were growing up, so they did it like a club like OSAS, and so they have players that had been around like 10 years or more.
Wow.
So
Lot of
they are very good
experience.
players. Yes, and well, they have like two Mexico team, from
Okay.
the Mexican team.
Okay.
So they are very hard. They are very hard to play.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Do they sign up for like nationals and try to get their players for the on the Mexico team?
No, not really, because the way that it works right here where I live, they they send like from different teams, they make like a team so they can send a better team to the nationals.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yes. So they don't give you the liberty to go with your team. They make like tryouts, do
Handpick.
tournaments. Yes. So so they do
So
tournaments.
yeah, tell us what's going on.
Well, right now you have to find your league right here.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe in Tijuana, Ensenada, Tecate, Mexicali. Then when you play that league, you have like the right to make it to the tryouts. And
Okay.
then in the tryouts, the coaches they decide to put in the teams from for every division. They decide who goes to the nationals.
Oh, interesting.
Gotcha.
So if you don't make that team, you can go to nationals.
That's
Okay.
the first filter.
Yeah.
Yes. This year they are saying that they are making like a tournament and maybe they can watch you on the tournament and then on the tryout. So you have like two opportunities to make it to the list.
Interesting.
Yes, but you have to play in a specific league.
Oh, so it's
And so do you get invited to that league or that
No,
comes
everyone can play in
Okay.
that league.
you just
Okay.
have to play in the league.
So you have to choose.
Are all
You
the
have to
leagues like
play that league.
affiliated? Like, are they?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have like an association. Well, I don't, but they have like an association, and the leagues have to be affiliate to that association to be able to participate in everything.
Gotcha.
But what makes us sometimes like sometimes we don't have to we okay, let me think. Sometimes we are not very happy about that decisions because we are the only state doing like the right things, because
Oh,
all the states in Mexico plays with yours. You can be a team in another state of Mexico and go to nationals,
oh,
but in Baja
wow.
California you can't.
Okay. So wait, so how would you do it then? How would you if it was like your perfect world, how would you set that up?
I think this is the right way, but every state
It has
has
to be
to do it.
across the board, doesn't it? It has to be
Yes.
fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it has to be fair, because it's not fair that if I live in Sonora, I can go with anything. And if I live in Baja California, I have to be on my state team.
Right.
Okay.
I think
It limits
this
your
is the better,
options, right?
yes, this is the better way, because you have like the better players of every state in the nationals. But when all not all the states are doing it, you feel like it's not fair for you.
Well, it's not fair for players who can't afford to travel
Yeah.
and
Yes.
go play wherever they can get on. And like, because if you can't afford to go out to the other side of the country to get on another team,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and
that's
maybe
hard.
you want to go with your team,
okay.
but right now you can't. You have to go with the
The
state's
state.
team.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I think it's a very good idea to organize all the country to go with a team from every state to nationals. But right now it's not happening that way.
Interesting. Do you think it would ever get to that? Do you think they would ever do that or do you think they're just gonna
I
keep
don't know. I don't really know, because I think I don't talk a lot of with a lot of people of this. So I don't know how the center of Mexico and the ones that plan everything things of this. So right now it's the only thing we have, and it's this is if you live here in Baja California, this is the only way to make it to the national team. So you have to do it this way.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's frustrating.
So here's something I'd be kind of curious about. So like you play in Mexico, you play in the United States. Like, what differences do you see between the two styles of play?
Well, I think the US, they are very permissive with contact, even though it's not contact. Yes. Here in Mexico, you can touch a hair player because there's a flag. And in US, you can do more things. And I think that divide us very a little bit more of how we play the game.
Yeah.
But I really think that the ones that are going to make it different are you guys. I just went to a clinic with an NFL someone of your side, and they told that they are trying to make the flag more non-contact because in the US it's a little bit rude. And from that on, I think that you have more like athletes. So we are very good players, but we are not like very muscular or very fast
Right.
like you. I think you're taller also.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing though, and that's like
Oh.
the first thing that, like, you know, Ben, you've mentioned this, and what we kind of noticed when we played against OSAs is just like you guys make up for that, and you're like your discipline, your polish, you know, like, you know, you're gonna make every catch, you know, you're
And
gonna
you are
pull every
aggressive,
flag.
right? Mexican players,
Yeah.
they might not bring a lot of contact, right? Which is probably a good thing, but you're not afraid to jump a ball.
No, yeah, like,
remember
break.
The first
The
time we
breaks
played
are quick.
OSAS, that was the first time. We were a pretty new team at that point. That was our first tournament as the Sting. But I remember being surprised, like, oh, wow, like, these girls are jumping balls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Oh my
They're
gosh.
definitely aggressive
Okay, so I want
players.
to show you a picture when we played against OSAs, and I was so surprised because, first of all, like, I think our quarterback, she was used to putting a little bit more air on the ball with the corners or whatever, and so she would throw to me on the corners. One second, I need to pull up this picture because it's crazy. This girl jumped on the ball, and I was just not ready for it. There was another one too. I got completely sandwiched by two of the players, but there's, oh shoot, where is it?
Lluvia, I can't remember. Did you tell us that you were in San Diego that year, and it would have been
Yes,
2023?
I was in one of the teams. I think the one you lost by just one touchdown. You
Oh,
said.
that
So
was
Lori was the one who
non-contact.
almost scored that touchdown at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
You were
So
like 2
there's, so
yards
this is the
short.
one where I say it's in. So they said it was short. Okay, so you see that white line right there?
Yes, that was the
The
touchdown.
ball looks like it's over the line. It looks like it's over it. It's over.
Yeah.
He said it was
very
We hear
short.
about this a lot.
All the time. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
But it was this play, right, where she put like her hips, and she kind of pushed me out of the way and put herself in like a better spot. And
Which
so
is a good play.
no,
Yeah.
like, no, it was great. It was, she just, like, it was very textbook. She just knew I was gonna, my route was the corner. And so, like, she got a little beat, right? And she was a lot shorter. I was a lot taller than her, but she was able to put her body into a spot, a better spot where, like, I couldn't get the ball. She broke on it, like, very quickly. And I
Yeah,
think
that's what I
Mexico
remember.
teams, yeah, they're way more disciplined about that. And so, and it's like, because I get it, like, you kind of have to be, because US, they do have like taller athletes. And so with Mexico teams, what we've kind of noticed is, like, just way more the
Yeah,
IQ.
we have to play
Yeah.
smart. We
Yeah.
have to play smart to compensate everything.
Yeah.
And we think as flag football as a strategic game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Es un juego estratégico.
Yeah. Strategy.
Strategic
Yeah.
game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, a strategy game. So we make like plays and defensive and offensive to compensate maybe that athleticism that we don't have like
Right.
you guys.
Yeah. Your schemes are more tight. They're more.
Well, I'd say like that was my first impression, of when we were playing OSAs is like they were just, I'm not trying to speak ill of USA, but like it was just so much more put together. Like
Yeah.
you guys were, I would say like running sophisticated schemes. Like there's a lot of times I'll watch teams here in the USA and they run plays and I'm like, what is going, like this makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like you guys have
Yeah.
like you're running into each other, but like when I watched the OSAs for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is developed. Like this is
Polished.
Yeah.
like I didn't know there was college flag football in Mexico, but I'm like, oh, they're doing something different. Like this is way more sophisticated
Yeah.
than anything else I've seen.
Well, the schemes wise, like when our defense had to cover, OSAs, it's like your guys' schemes, like there was an option for everything. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't working on the flats, there was an option, deep, or you know what I mean? So it's like you can just tell like the schemes were just very well put together.
And the thing that I think benefits us is that even though you don't play in the same thing, we play the same way.
Yeah.
So when we make a team, it's not very hard to play with
It
another.
translates across teams.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that you guys, everyone plays how they want,
Yeah.
and it's very difficult to translate from one team to another.
Mm-hmm.
But you have the basics, and I have been watching this year's NFL games, and I think that from last year, you have more. The game had been improved. Just how you make the routes and how they play the cover two and everything. I think that when the when you start to play with more youth people, so they are changing the game right now.
Yeah. So
It's cool to see the evolution of the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and like to me, like as a coach, I coach more offense than defense. But like what I'm seeing is like quarterback play is developing, because I would say like quarterback play, at least in the United States, isn't like very strong. Like especially at the higher level right now, like there's just not everyone who's playing quarterback. They've only been playing quarterback for a couple of years,
Yes.
And so like now we're getting girls who are starting playing quarterback at a very young age, learning proper form. Because like that was one of the first things I said I noticed about OSA is like your quarterback who was playing there, like she had a great form, threw really hard balls, like
technique
hit
was-
pockets, hit pockets in the defense really well. And like there's just not a lot of like there's getting more and more, but like at least back in 2023 there wasn't a lot of quarterbacks that could do that.
Right.
Like it was very rare.
Right.
And what I would also say about like what I've seen from like Mexico, and I put Canada in the same boat. It's like while like maybe the athleticism is different, but like the fact that you guys have the fundamentals down and everything like just makes it your play so much more consistent. Because like we'll play like against really good teams and play really really well against really good teams, and then sometimes we'll play really bad teams and play really really bad. Because like even we get in the habit of sometimes depending on our athleticism, and like when you throw like if you're throwing up 50-50 balls, like you're giving yourself a 50-50 chance, and like sometimes that goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. But like whereas like if you have the fundamentals down, if you play more more consistent strategies, like your play's just more consistent.
Yeah.
And, from coast to coast, I have another question for you. So like when you're looking up like to develop your side of the ball, when you're like trying to think of strategies or whatever, like what is your inspiration? Like what do you look to? Like how are you trying to like get an edge as a defensive coach?
The first thing about defense, I think, is that you need to understand that the game is never the same, because it transforms itself. Because years ago, you have to play like a very personal defense, like one on one. Then we started playing cover, and right now we have to mix everything up. So when you play like one cover, after 2 or 3 plays, they don't work anymore. So you have to be like very creative with your defensive plays, like it was offense.
Okay.
Like very adaptive.
So yeah, very adaptive. I think that a good defensive player is adaptive on the game and on the plays, because even though you have like one cover at the start of the game, maybe in that game you need to make something up from maybe another play, but combine things. And I think that you have to be very intelligent with the game. So very smart to the game, because you have to see a lot of things like who is the strongest athlete on that team you're playing, or how if they that like to throw very vertical passes or maybe run the ball. So you have to be very analytic. It's why I think Mexico plays the game very smart, very analyzing everything, and not just like, oh, throw the ball and see what happens.
Yep.
Do you often find yourself going into a game with one idea of, hey, this is what our defensive scheming is going to look like this game, and then completely changing partway through a game, or do you normally stick with what you come into the game with?
Well, I I like to study the teams
Yeah.
when I can, if it's possible, because sometimes, well, you can with Instagram you can see videos or YouTube videos, and but you have to be adaptive. You have to be able to change the plan even though you have one, because maybe you see videos and you came to the game and the players, it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
So I think that my basic principle from the defensive is to be adaptive and to be patient, because I I talk about this with my athletes, because sometimes you have to, maybe you don't want that any ball is catch, but that's not the game. In the game, everyone's going to catch, and you have to be able to wait for your big play.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not in the first down, maybe it will be in the third or the fourth down. So you have to be very, very patient. But it doesn't mean that you have to play slow. Just know that the play will come
Yeah.
if you play it right.
And then you have to capitalize.
Yeah.
Well, and like,
So
Yes.
I don't know how you, like, to me, it's just like in this sport, it's like, I know a lot of defensive teams they'll want to like get the stop at midfield or all that stuff. And like, in my opinion, that's such a difficult thing to do consistently. Like, the sport's really offensive oriented. So making that stop at midfield is kind of it's a difficult thing to do. And like, by trying to get that stop at midfield, you're probably giving up the opportunity for them to get a big play.
Yeah.
Right. And like, my thing is like, if I don't coach the defense side, but if I did, my whole strategy would be like, when you guys played Mexico, is it 4 downs or 3 downs?
Depending of the tournament.
Well, so whatever it is, like, I want it to be third. Like, our goal should be third and long and goal or fourth and long and goal. If we can get them in a situation where they have to get 15 yards and they have to get it within that end zone, like, that's the best situation for the defense. And I think sometimes teams just don't like think about it like that. Like, oh, they look at every play like it's a mini game. Like, that's the whole game in and of itself. But it's just like, to me, it's like just setting yourself up the best way you can. Because, like, in my opinion, like, there's just very few situations where the defense has the advantage in fives. And, like, the one time that they really, really do is when it's 3rd and 15 and goal.
Yeah.
Because then you only have to cover, 7 by 25 yards. 4 players can cover that whole goal line pretty easily.
And if you've got a fast rush.
Like, that's a really difficult situation to put the offense in.
Yeah.
And like, that's what, like, in my mind, that's what I'm trying to manufacture if I'm on the defensive side. Like, would you say like that's kind of what you go for, or like, are you a little bit more aggressive?
Yeah, I think I go for that, because that's why I think the way you play, it's more difficult, because you have like 12 minutes time.
Yeah.
And right here we have like 18, maybe 25.
Wow.
So the only thing that matters is to stop the touchdown.
Yeah.
It doesn't really, you don't have like the pressure to get the offense on the field very quickly. You have just to stop the touchdown. So in the way you play, I think I will be more aggressively, because you need the ball.
Yeah. No,
You
that makes
need to
sense.
be on the you need to be on the with the offense in the field, because you need to score touchdowns. So I think that it will depends. I think everything depends.
It does.
Oh, yeah, for
And it
sure.
depends on the
In
format.
US, I think it will be more aggressively. I will be more aggressively, but in Mexico, you have like time to make it more a little bit patience, and I will go for the stopping the touchdown and not the middle field, because sometimes I just give up the middle field and we start we prefer to start on the middle field because you have like more yards
Yep.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So extra. It's a very smart decision to give the midfield, and maybe you have like 3 or 4 opportunities to gain more yards.
Yeah. Well, and Lluvia, I like what you're saying where it's like patience with the defense, let the offense make the mistake, where it's just like just stay consistent, do your jobs.
Stay
They're
disciplined.
probably going to make the catch, but like you got to pull the flag. There's so many times where you watch these games here in the US where they're not consistent pulling the flags, and it's just like playing Mexico and Canada teams. I don't think they miss at all. Like it's if they're not there to like block or intercept, like they're there to they're not missing the flag, and so it's like
Yes,
staying
and that's
patient.
why. Yeah, that's why I say we have to play with patience because if we're pulling flags, in any moment the offense are going to throw a long pass, and we have to be intercept or just run away, and they just lost an opportunity.
Yep.
Because if you make 8 plays a little bit smaller, you can get to the touchdown. But any offense have the patience to play 8 plays in
It's
a
hard to
small
have
way.
that patience.
Yes,
Really
it's
hard.
hard. So
Well,
we
and it's
have
like,
to.
I think like how many quarterbacks, like how many teams do you know can consistently complete 8 passes in a row? Like, I think
Yes.
that's an overlooked thing. Like, if you make them go underneath the entire way, they have to complete, if it's non-contact, they have to complete 6 passes. If it's aired out, they have to complete 8.
Yeah.
And I don't know very many teams, like we struggle to do that. Like, it's hard to complete 7 or 8 passes in a row, no drops, no nothing. And like, I think, that's kind of my thoughts. Like, make them dink and dunk the whole way down the field, because not a lot of teams can do that.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's a game of patience on the defense
Yeah.
side.
I like it.
Because you have to wait for the opportunity of throw that pass, and it will be more probably to do it on the longer passes.
Yeah. Yep.
One thing I also think is really interesting about this format of football is like the extra points. The extra points are so important. In normal football, like it's a whatever. Like you go for one every time, and then some games you go for 2. But like in flag, it's like that. When we went to Worlds this year, like we played some really good teams. We played like Game Changers, Shrooms, and them, and we either lost by 6 points or 1 point every game.
Yeah.
Like we
killer.
only won, like every game we were only losing by either 1 touchdown or 1 point, because either they got the extra point and we didn't. And like from a defensive standpoint, like how do you go about, like what's your strategy in guarding the extra points? Or
Because that's hard. That's only 5 yards. Like it happens so
Yes.
quick. Like
Red zone defense is a
Actually,
killer.
actually, I always say to them that the point is very important. It doesn't matter if they score the touchdown, you have to make a stop on the extra point.
yeah.
That's why I try to call them down after a touchdown, because sometimes they like get angry or desperate, and it's like it doesn't matter right now. That what matters is to stop the extra point,
Yeah.
because that can make the difference. Our offense are going to make a touchdown, and maybe the extra point we have to make the stop. So what I try to do for stopping the extra points first is that, and the second one is to I try to analyze. I just always give like one extra point, like a gift. No, I try to stop, but if they make it, it's okay, because we are going to stop the other ones. And we always try to cover like the low zone and try to make it harder for the quarterback to put a pass on the last line in the field.
In
I don't know how you call it.
back of
the
the
back line,
yeah.
The back
Back
of
of
the
the-
field.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we try to cover the first line and try put pressure on the quarterback to
Make the harder
try
throw.
a harder throw on the backfield.
Oh, interesting. So you'll cover like more of you're saying like the flats,
Yes.
Okay.
Front of the end zone. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Huh.
But if the other team have like big players, it's more difficult to do that
Yeah.
because maybe they can jump on the backfield.
Yeah.
But you have to think strategic,
Right.
very smart on
Right.
that.
Well, and it's like I would say like if you're as a quarterback trying to throw at the back of the end zone, it feels like you have to zip it in there more. And so it's just like that is kind of smart playing like on, you know, the front of the end zone because like if you're throwing in the back, you've defense, I feel like you have a better chance on making up for if there's like any kind of
Yes.
mistakes or any kind of, you know, area. So I actually like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
But I'm giving you the secrets.
I mean, here's the. Like, it's so funny. Like there's like a couple other teams that run around Utah, but like, you know, we've been protective about playbooks, and like my thing is like, man, when it comes to this, it's like it's all about execution. You know,
Yep.
like it's really like someone can have the same plays, the same whatever. Like that's not what like I don't think plays or whatever is really what's distinguishing teams. It's like who has, you know, good plays and then who's executing. You know, because like our
Yes.
biggest losses last year were like it wasn't because we had bad plays or anything, or it wasn't because we had good plays. It was because we missed a flag when we couldn't miss a flag. We had a drop ball when we
Yes.
couldn't have a drop ball. Like I think that especially when you're talking about that 12 minutes that we have, 12-minute halves that we have, it's such an unforgiving game.
Yeah,
Like
it happens so
Yes.
quick. Like when you're saying, you know, try to adjust and you try to adapt, it's like with the 12 minutes, it's like it happens so quick.
Next
How do
thing
you
you know, it's 3 minutes left in
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
game.
you have like two opportunities. You have like two opportunities. If you
Yeah.
miss one, you
for real?
you love the
You're
game.
playing
Yeah.
catch up.
Yep. No, and especially
Yeah.
like when you're up and you can just like control the clock, it's just
a good
it's
place to
hard.
be.
Yeah.
so like one of the more
Yes.
controversial things I'll do is like I burn timeouts before the second half, before the first half ends, if
Yeah.
I think I can squeeze in another score, because that's the game. Like why wait for my timeouts at the end of the game when I might not need them? When like if I can squeeze in another score really quickly before the half and
Yeah.
be, you know, if we're getting the ball at half, that means we get a score and then get the ball again. Or if we're down and like we don't get the ball, getting that score, so then they have to score. Like I think like
I would say there's more games than not that Ben's already used both timeouts.
Well, they're just more impactful when
Yeah.
they change
well,
the
it's just like
trajectory
if
of the
we
game early on.
my thing is 90% of the games I end up using no timeouts
Yeah.
because like we don't end up needing, we're winning, whatever. But then there's like games where like my experience is I've never needed them late in a game when I and not had them. But like there's been times like, oh, maybe if we would have squeezed another score in at half, maybe if we would have like, you know, slowed things down a little bit before half to stop them from scoring.
Yeah.
Like I just think like use them when you can use them, because you don't know, like later in the game it might not matter.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, it's
I
true.
think I don't really use timeouts,
Yeah.
I think that's an
but I
offensive.
think that
Yeah, more of an
yeah,
offense thing.
yeah, it's more the timeouts are for the offense.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I
sometimes
almost think like there's times where like even our defense is on where I'm like we should have called the timeout, give them a chance to get a breather, you know, just like slow down the offensive's momentum, because like they're like the game. I mean, with the 20 minutes, it's probably a little bit different. 18 or 20 minutes, probably different. But like with the 12 minutes, it's like every play is so important. Like if you think you need a timeout, in my opinion, just call
Yes.
it. Like you won't regret calling it even if it doesn't end up working out or whatever. Like every play is so important. If you think that, you know, your defense is in a bad spot, and like that could be the difference between scoring, and a timeout could give you the extra time to like figure out that
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
So I'm a big like, if you think you need it, don't hesitate, just call it. Just call a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's worse is when you lost a game, when you think that I wish I do something, you know, on the game.
Yeah.
Like maybe take the time out, or maybe didn't miss a flag or something, or maybe sending another play. I think that that's what hurts most.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
one more question,
One more
to my
question.
coach, to coach player. So what makes you more nervous, coaching or playing?
Coaching, always.
Really?
100%.
Always.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's because when you play, you have sort of control. Like I'm on the play, if maybe someone miss a flag, I can run and I can try to
Your
catch that
destiny is
flag.
in your hands.
Yeah. Yeah. I obviously you don't have that much control, but you feel like you have it. And when you're coaching, you send the play, and that's it.
Cross your fingers.
You cross your finger, really. The players have to make it. They make the decisions. They decide if they follow the play or not. So
Like what Lluvia is talking
okay,
about. It's
okay.
just like you just don't have any control. It's like maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's a bad idea. Like,
But all you can do is call it.
You could call a perfect game, right? But if the players don't execute,
Yeah.
like you still lose and you still look bad as the coach. Like no one gets like,
Yes.
oh, like when a play is executed poorly, like no one's like, oh, what a good play call though. Like that play really didn't work out, but what a good play call. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh no, that coach sucks. Even though like you could have called the perfect game. Like, you know, Lluvia could come in with a perfect defensive strategy to beat this team, but if her
And
team,
nobody knows
but
it
if her
but you.
players, but if her players just like
Yes.
take a giant dump on the field and don't do what they're supposed to, you know, and that's just like, and to me, it's like the other thing is just like, if you messed up as a coach, you didn't usually mess up in the game. You usually messed up in the weeks beforehand because you didn't think of a certain situation or you weren't prepared for a certain situation,
Yes.
and that's what's like, for me, that's what makes me nervous. Like, what have I not thought of? Like, is there something I haven't thought of that could happen, you know? And that's what I think gives me anxiety. Whereas a player's just like, if I'm playing bad, I just tell myself play better. Like, just play better. You know?
Oh, just catch the next one.
Yeah, and I think that you have like build your trust with with your athletes to make them to do the plays. But sometimes, even though they decide to do another things, or maybe they will make mistakes, even though they try to do the right thing,
Yeah.
and you have to give the athlete the trust that it's okay, and you have just to concentrate in the next play.
What? Was this one? Sorry. Is it our AC? Yeah. Our AC's, so our podcast place is in our basement. And so
Oh, nice.
our house.
It
So.
doesn't look like
Oh, really? Yeah, it's it definitely, here, we'll show you.
it
It's
looks
like in
very
our-
professional.
In our basement.
Oh,
It's-
wow. Amazing. You
So-
fooled me.
We have the AC running right now, and we
Can you
just
hear it on the mics when the AC's running?
yeah, I can hear it too when it came on.
Right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
it's
hear
on
it.
right now. I can hear it.
Yeah. So
Right here, it doesn't.
is it
hear.
not that bad?
No.
Okay.
We should ask what her next tournament is once the
Ooh,
AC turns
yeah.
off.
When's your next tournament?
Oh, we organize a Sosas tournament right here in Tijuana. Well, we don't have like founding, but we do the tournament to get founding for the team, and it's called Flag Fest, and it's the 2 and 3 of August right here in Tijuana.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's like
So it's my next tournament.
2 weekends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
in 2
come back
weekends.
on to tell us about that one too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be our Mexican correspondent.
yeah.
Yeah, I can be because I like to be on everything in US and Mexico. I
love
can
it.
go to every tournament in the US because it's a little bit more expensive, but I try to be like on point with the information.
Right.
Will you be in San Diego then? Because that's just right
Yeah.
across the border, isn't it?
I think like it crosses with another tournament here in Mexico, so
dang it,
maybe I'm
shoot.
not. Yes, but maybe I go just to see the games.
We'll
Yeah.
keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, for sure. Like, let us know when you're coming over the border. You know, we'd love to actually meet you.
Well, she said she was in San Diego when we played Osas, so we would have seen her.
Yeah.
Technically, we've met on the field.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think I was trying to recall that tournament, and I think I just remember, but I don't really recall like your faces.
Yeah. I
on
mean,
that game.
yeah.
But
I,
just a
but,
sea of
yeah,
teams that,
but-
that they beat.
yeah.
She's just saying all white people look the same. Is what she's saying.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. And it was a long time ago too. It was like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It
Almost,
was,
yeah.
yeah. So
So you're coming to San Diego.
yeah, we've signed up. We signed up. I guess it filled up pretty quickly because there was a
Yeah.
couple girls that are on some other teams. They reached out to me and they're just like, hey, were you able to get on? And you know, he's really good about that. He gets the minute it opens, he signs up, and
Yes,
I
it's
guess
very
there's
difficult to get it that in that tournament.
Oh, there's
Well, last I looked, there was still room in comp, I think. 'Cause
No,
it-
it's pro.
yeah, so pro. All I knew, there were quite a few captains of the team that have reached out, and you know,
and they started very small right now, and right now it's more bigger, and also they have wait list.
yeah, no. So 3 years ago, it was even at a different, smaller location, and I think
Yes.
there were like what,
It was
12
16
teams?
teams. It
Oh,
was
16 teams.
Yeah.
Okay, and so, but then last year it felt like there was
bigger
like,
facility.
yeah, way
more
bigger
teams.
facility,
Yes.
way more. There
And
was
it's growing very fast here in San Diego because
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot of teams, but right now there's a lot of tournaments like every weekend
every
or two
weekend.
times a month. Yes.
I've noticed that we've gotten to know and be friends with a lot of California teams, and that's like one of the things they talk about is they can have tournaments every weekend.
Yes.
You know, and it's like that's what we're trying to do in Utah is just grow it, because we don't get that. Utah Sting is like the only like Sting that or the only team that travels to tournaments. And so we don't even get to practice against other teams. No. We don't get to.
Well, USA Flag tried to run a tournament here in Salt Lake, but I think like 2 teams signed up, so it got canceled pretty quickly. But sign up for tournaments in Utah so we can all play.
Come to Utah just in like the spring and summer though. You don't want to come.
No,
because that's another thing is like you can't schedule anything during like the
we have to like
winter.
find indoor fields in the winter because
we have to practice
so much.
indoor. So
Well,
probably like November, December and January. We have to.
and that's
practice
why
indoor.
I talk about Tijuana and Ensenada. You can play any day.
So
man,
jealous.
you're
We
living
have
the
like
dream.
Yes, like we have like 10 days of rain or something.
Ugh, I'm so jealous. Yeah,
All
I
right,
wish we
get your
had that.
passport put together. Let's go.
We really might. I think we'll try to do Tochella next year. It sounds fun. and-
Perfect. I hope to see you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, we appreciate your time so much. Thank you. And let's get you back on the podcast here in a bit.
Okay, but
Great
I'm
to
done.
chat.
I can trust my English more after this.
I'm impressed.
Your English
Yeah.
is just fine. Like I mean, like it was kind of funny when we got on the call last weekend. You know, I know you mentioned like your English wasn't that good, and then we got on the call, we got talking, and then I think we lost connection or something. And so
Yes.
when we were waiting to get back on the call, Ben and I were talking like she speaks English just fine. Like I thought like Ben was gonna have to like translate, but it's just like nope, you do.
Perfect.
You do
It would
perfectly.
sound much
Forgot
different if we were having to
some
speak in
words.
Spanish.
Oh
so.
yeah. No, it's great. I love it.
Well, and like I
thank
always
you.
feel weird, like because I speak very bad Spanish, and so like I always feel weird reaching out to people in Spanish because I'm like she says she's not good at Spanish, but her English is probably 10 times better than my Spanish.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of funny because Ben started speaking in Spanish, and then you replied in English. And so what'd you say?
which is like Spanish for saying, hey, you're bad at Spanish.
I'd rather talk in English because your Spanish is so bad.
It only hurt my feelings a little bit, Lluvia.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
I'm very happy of talking about flag book any day. So
For sure.
I told them the other day that I like flag football for breakfast, lunch, and dinner time.
And you breathe it, you bleed it.
Get a sign off real quick, and then I want to tell her something.
Thanks, Lluvia. Appreciate your
Great to
time.
meet
Thank you.
We'll catch you on the flip.